Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the DSRT Michigan 400. Today on iRacing, our yearly event from 2021. And today with me in the box is Cracker. Hello, Cracker.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hey, GT Matt, welcome to the chat. Black Hat, everybody. Well, we have a second commentator or a third commentator as well, and his name is Juan. Welcome, Juan.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Hope we have a really good evening here with this incredible Michigan race we have in front of us.
Yeah, let's hope so as well.
Yeah, it's really something to look forward to, huh? It's been in preparation for almost 3 weeks now. Well, I think 4, and it's time to get things rolling.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, the free practice just finished, and the fastest time was by Marnix Heesters. He said 31.3, so that's, yeah, I thought it was around 31.5, but still good times. Yeah, the qualification is now on the way. Let's see, they have 10 minutes to qualify, lone qualifier. Let's see who's on track. And the first one is Tim Rutten, who's going out. Diego Pereño is here. Yeah, we know him from the league as well. I hope all the sounds are good, correct, and everything. If not, let me know. So, who do you think can take this one? Because last year it was our own DSRT driver Jeremy Pronk who won the 2020 event. So, a lot of contenders today. Do you have some favorites?
Yeah, of course, Sebastian Kamsteeg, one of my favorites. Kevin Zwemstra is also in the mix, and Silas Vrolijk, of course, very good. I know a few guys have been practicing like, well, hell. I know Marnix Heister is there as well. He's known for his well, quite decent oval racing. So a few contenders.
And Juan, do you have some favorite in this league, in this event?
Well, we can go for the basics. We can go for the winner of the first one, which is Jeremy Plonk. But I think we might have some good fights between Silas, Kevin, and Jeremy. I think these three are going to be the top on the top. Sorry, I think one of the three is going to take the win here, and we'll have to see. It's 400 miles, so it's going to be probably more than 2 hours. So the race is really long. Anything can happen. You can get killed in the first, like just in the start. So we'll have to see how everything handles and everything goes. And I do think if I have to bet on someone, I'll go for Jeremy. I'll go for the second time.
Jeremy for the second time. Yeah, he's one of the contenders indeed. Like you said, we have Kevin Ramstar. He was the champion of the IR18 league we had. So yeah, and he brought in some teammates to have a good battle with the DSRT guys, I guess. And I think now we see every time in screen popping up if somebody sets a new fastest lap. So that's new as well in the overlay. Alex Johnson.
Jensen.
Yeah, indeed. Difficult last name and a colorful car here. Currently on P1, but yeah, Sebastian Kamsteeg. Last year he was second in this event. Yeah, it's Sebastian on P3 as Silas Krach-Vrolijk just set the best time. And René Borsche now pops up to P3. So yeah, we have some great times, but it's still not the times that were set in the practice. So I think there will be guys that can go even faster than this.
Yeah, maybe it's the track temperature, or maybe they just don't want to start in front and sandbagging a little bit until the green flag is out, and then we have to build from that. I've been watching the Indy 500 last week, and well, I hope it will be more of the same, because there were little yellows. That was very clean, so I hope that was like a blueprint for this race.
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, normally this race is 200 laps. So normally it's the same as the IndyCar. The first few 100 laps or so, you need to make sure you're right in that lead lap, and afterwards you are going for track position, and then the last part of the race you're going to attack and make sure that as my screen just flips here. Everybody's stopping now.
Yeah.
Cannot talk and do anything at the same time. But yeah, everybody is doing the runs, and I think let's see, Steven Leonard is here, and like I said, it's the last part of the race that you need to attack, so you need to be in the front group then. So let's hope all the drivers know that as well, so we don't have too many yellow in the first half of the race.
Yeah, of course, strategy is key. Stay on the lead lap, make sure the pit stops are done correctly, make sure you don't speed in the pit lane, and then you have to move slowly towards the front, be in the top 10, let's say top 5 towards the end of the race to make that final push towards the win. So yeah, it will be a long one, but yeah, it's not just the driving, it's also the strategy, of course. And yeah, many factors play a role in this type of racing.
Absolutely correct. Let me see. It's now Tom Carroll in chat. GT Matt just wrote as one of his favorite for this race. He's on pole position for now. So Stephen Leonard just put in P11 here, and I still see that 3 guys didn't start yet. 16, 17. We have 18 drivers here, and there were, I thought, 23. Yeah, subscribe for this race, but don't know where the rest is. But we have a lot of drivers now, so it will be a great race.
Yeah, exactly. And look at those gaps: 0.008, 0.008. It's all top 14. Yeah, the first 13 cars are within 1/10 of a second. So, yeah, it's so close. And of course, they are all on a fixed setup. So that means the cars are equal. So it really is, how do you, well, not brake, but how do you go into a corner and make the best out of the track, and get the lines right. So there's yeah, the margins are very small.
Yeah, marginal is yeah, how you take a line here. It's really different for some drivers. Some want to keep the car high. The others prefer a lower line. So it really depends on the driver and driving style, I guess. As Jose Onate just drove out, and I saw him practice a few times. He's from New Space, the team we know from the Xfinity League we have, and he's a very fast driver with his yeah, his partner, and that's Josh Curto. So yeah, let's see what Jose here can do.
Yeah, I see him. I see Jose here taking that inside line on the start finish. I think that's part of the apron, and I'm not sure if this is allowed in the race or in qualifying. If you think that's the fastest line, take it. So you see him here, staying close to that white line on the inside. And you see here, he goes for the apron. P6 for now, 31.706.
It's currently P6.
Yep.
Platinum Racing, thank you very much for the follow.
I think that's Marnix, so thank you for the follow.
Juan, oh, what happened here? He just was gone. I hope Juan is still here. Maybe blackout in Spain.
No, I'm here.
You're here. And in Spain, is it common that you do more oval racing, you think? Because, yeah, both of the drivers, like I said, George and Jose just put in P1 and P2 from New Space. So I think they prefer oval racing in Spain. Is that correct?
Definitely. In Spain, road is usually like a good option. There are people like it, but like there's nothing compared to all this. The Spanish community is really involved into the oval part of racing, and you can just see it there with Jorge and Jose topping the board on a 1-2, and I don't think the start matters that much, and you can see like everyone is super close to each other, so I really don't care that much about the qualifying. I'm super excited about the race because look at how close everyone is. We'll have to see how people manage both dirty air and the tires because we gotta keep in mind that the after some laps, depending on the temperature of the track, the tires are gonna start to go, and it's just down to how smooth you can control the car and correct the oversteer that you're gonna find out. As you see here, Emmanuel Lopez in P10 at the moment. Slowing down, I think he did all of his laps. It's gonna be P10 for him at the moment, and yeah, basically that. We'll have to see which strategies the drivers use, and we'll have to see if they're good with fuel saving. Because now I think we can talk about the stints and everything. As we see, Jorge Hurto Sepulveda in first position, P1, P2 for Jose Oñate, Third position for Tom Carroll. Look at him, the hidden gem, as Ruben said. I completely agree. I think he could do really good here. He's really consistent, and we'll have to see what happens. Really excited for the start. The pace car is ready. Everyone getting ready to go, and I'm excited, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready for this. I think Tom Caro is our personal Renus VK. I think he's really good on any kind of car and on any kind of track. So we keep an eye out for him. I hope he can do something about this Spanish 1-2. As all the cars are starting to grid up, and yeah, maybe we have some time to see the qualification results. I'm not sure. I have to. Here we go.
Oh, I forgot to put it
Yeah,
in.
number one with the best lap here, 31.665. So that was a very quick lap.
I can do it
And
like.
we're back.
I used this overlay from the Xfinity series, but that was in Teams, and I changed everything this week with and with. And yeah, I forgot to put the qualifying results in names
Well,
and not
at
teams.
least,
So
yeah, no problem. At least we've seen the time, the P1 time. It's 31.6. So yeah, this will not be the pace in the race, of course, when the cars are all fueled up and on fresh rubber, like Juan just said, with the dirty air, and of course the boys have some, the drivers have some tools in the car, the weight jacker, and as the pace car here, it's GT Matt here in the pace car as usual. Weight jacker, I think they can change of course, the fuel flow into the car, the mapping. Juan, what else do they have in the car?
Well, they can not change, I think, anything because everything is fixed.
Even
So
the weight checker?
Yeah,
Oh,
everything. So it all depends on how you do the fuel saving and how you treat the tires. If you go aggressive on the tires, you're gonna last 30 laps approximately. If you do it well, you can last as much as the tank goes, which is 37 laps. If you're going aggressive the whole way through, 40 laps if you fuel save. So that's what I was saying. We will have to see which strategies the drivers decide to take. But yeah, looking at the conditions and everything, knowing that the track is at 26 degrees, I think the tires are going to last quite a bit. We'll have to see how they handle it. And well, this time I want to hear it from you. So if you want to do the honors, I'm going to do it.
yeah, let's do that then. As the safety car lights are out, warm-up lap is now underway. Everybody is going to double file. Safety car goes in, and it's Jorge who now sets the pace for the group of drivers. And when he goes, it will be green light. And over start finish. There we go. We say boogity boogity boogity. The DSRT Michigan 400 is on the way. 200 laps here in Michigan, and we have two Spanish guys leading the pack at this point, following by two DSRT drivers. So Kevin Zwemstra are here in 56, so they are teams as well. So we have like the Formula One, like Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari on the first grids, as Jeremy now takes a position away
three
from the top.
whites. Yeah, this is 3 whites. Ooh. But very clean start. Yeah, very clean start as everybody tries to start to find their rhythm. As we see a small gap, so this group of 4 immediately gets down the pedal and drives away from small group behind. Jeremy in 3rd position. I'm not sure if you want to sit in front this early. Depends on your driving style. Some drivers prefer to sit in front, so they have like clean air and no one in front. This is a very tight group here. You can see the white car weaving around a little bit with a Porsche here in P5 with the orange rims. Very nice. And now it seems to be, we have Jeremy Pronk now leading, but immediately he takes the outside line, and now we have René Busche in play as well. So, yeah, quite a lot of lead changes in this first 2 laps. Let's see what happens. Very clean, very nice.
Yeah, completely agree with you. As we see, both DSRT cars, Tom and Renee taking a really wide racing line there. This is some positions. I think right now, Renee, look at Renee flying right now. Is going to take that P1 on the inside right now. And look at Kevin Spencer flying on the inside, overtaking both of the Spaniards. And it looks like we have a 3 wide. Oh my God, this is some close racing, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that 3 wide. Oh, nearly 4 wide. He has to come to the back. We're taking a really conservative line. Both Spaniards. Let's see if they can take advantage of this by saving the tires. We really saw the main forcing the car quite a bit, forcing the tires a lot. So let's see if they can handle this. The later stage of the stint, or they will drop back again. As here right now at this moment, we have Steven Leonard on the outside, still with that Peter trying to defend from Kevin Svenska. Taking the really inside lane. You gotta be careful there because there's some bumps, especially in that first corner. Yeah, really clean start. Everyone is driving super clean, super smooth. And here we see Jeremy Pronk showing himself again, getting some good overspeed. And let's see if he can get that second position for now. He's going to keep that inside line. They're both side by side. We're going to have a 3 wide. The Spaniard, the British, and the Dutch. And it seems like Jeremy Pronk is going to come out ahead on P2. But Steven Leonard says, no, we're fire, baby. And there again. Oh, look at that. Flying. Ruben Solly going for the... for the attack. My God almighty, what a big attack. I don't know if that's... Oh, that was a little blocking, maybe a little bit of impact there between both the SRT cars. Ruben Solly being super aggressive there. I think got quite a bit of overspeed. That helped him get that P1 provisionally, but it seems to be dropping a little bit more to the back as we still wide. My God. Constant 3 wides all over the place. Look at that. Oh my God, this is incredible racing, ladies and gentlemen. My God almighty.
Wow, that looks so awesome. It looks like a formation lap, going 3 wide in 2 or 3 rows, and everybody's still trying to find a position. They all have the overspeed. No one seems to really want to take the lead, or well, they are all on a very similar pace. I hope they can, keep their concentration. Now the adrenaline rush will wear out a little bit, and then they need to still do 192 laps. So guys, keep your head down and take it easy, because I've seen some moves in the last 3-4 laps. Thinking, oh my God, 2 wides all over the place.
Like that in the chat is this Baku Oval Edition, and you said adrenaline rush will get down if you are in the car and you do a few laps, you will calm down. But to be honest, for me as commentator at this moment, I'm just watching and seeing what's happening out there. This is nuts. This is amazing. I mean, 3 wide packs of... look at this pack here. It's so difficult to drive this, and you have to have your spotter on, and he must be correct. If he makes a mistake, if he makes a mistake, you're gone. Look at this.
Super close, but I do think that the fight between Renee, Steven, and Ruben, who's also pushing quite a bit, is going to impact them negatively, because they're forcing the tires too much. As we've seen, the Spaniards have been taking the outside line just to keep it really safe, and I think that's going to help them in the long run.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
their tires are super... Well, oh my God, going in the 8th. A 4 wide right there. Look at that. He's
Oh, no, there you go.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
that was inevitable. This was bound to happen, of course.
Yeah, forcing
Um,
too much right there.
yeah.
We'll see the replay right now. 4 wide that got us into this safety car, into the space car. We'll have to see. He was actually in the front. We'll have to see what happened exactly. You can see there, 3 wide. There's going to be 4 wide really soon. You see it there. Steven, Ruben, Svenska, and
I think
Leonard.
Ruben here chooses to take the inside line, and this is where. Yeah,
Oh, he touched the bomb. Oh no, yeah.
yeah, he went on the inside. Solly went on the inside, and then he decided to not drive the apron in the corner because it slows you down a lot. And this is where he hits Steven, I think. So yeah, that's really unlucky. So we are watching the back of the pack here, the replay.
That was a domino effect. I think that move from the apron to the track itself was really dangerous. You can see here.
Yeah.
Solely going from the apron back into the track. And that's what the stipulation.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, Sebastian, good reflex there. Oh no! He actually punted the other car, which is one of the Spaniards. I think it was Jose. Really unfortunate there, but Sebastian doesn't seem to have too much damage. It did look a little bit like netcode. I'm not completely sure. But one way or
No, it
another,
was no bet, no. And Black Cat asks, isn't it forbidden to enter a corner and overtake below the white line? I think that's correct, but we will have to. The admin, the marshals will take a look at it, and I think. I think it was not an appropriate move, so to say.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Totally agree with you there. I think he had the overspeed. He went on the apron, but before the corner, he couldn't turn back. So, best thing he could done was lift a little bit and follow the car. What he now did was coming in the middle of the corner, high up. Yeah, and the car will move to the outside. So. Maybe it was a little bit of netcode, but it was a dangerous move from Ruben there. He was still in the lead at this point, so he didn't have any damage there. That's strange, to be honest. Yeah, but still, let me see. Sebastian is in P7. He hit that car, but you saw the wing pop up again, and that's the system in iRacing. If he cannot do anything about it,
we see a pit stop. We see a pit stop as well. I think I saw.
Tom.
Yeah,
Few
Tom.
are going in now.
Yeah, of course. So these 3 cars are definitely going off sync now. They decide to take the pit stop now, and oh, there's another one in front. So they take the pit stop now, go off sync, and hope for another yellow later. I don't. What happened to Diego here?
Yeah, he was in the pit box for 2:35, and he's now driving out slowly. So I think he had some repairs done. Let me see. Most of the field is in. Who didn't pit is Ruben, Steven, Kevin, Marnix, Sebastian, and Tim are the only one who didn't do the pit stop. The rest of the field are all in for new tires, and yeah, they are now on the way again. Safety car will come in this lap. And Ruben will set the pace here.
You need to keep in mind that I think pitting right now is a good thing. Going off sync 2, of course, because you can play with that. You can play around that quite well. But you gotta keep in mind, they're gonna have cold tires. They should not race as hard as we've seen these first 10, 15 laps, because it can become pandemonium. And well, as we were saying, I don't think it was the right move to do, but I think there was also a little bit of neck, especially with Steven and the other car involved in that instant after the domino effect. But yeah, Ruben Solly is setting the pace right now, and here we go, green, green, green. Ruben Solly having a good restart.
Yeah.
Getting some good gap. But we'll have to see if he still has. It's really weird that he doesn't have a bit of damage. Like seriously, that was a big hit. So I don't know what exactly happened, but there's a big gap between the first four and the rest. You can see half a second. Steven Renner trying to catch up to Ruben Soley, second position at the moment. He's still alive after that unfortunate incident, and he's catching up quite fast. Look at Marnix, Kevster trying to get that P3 on the inside. Kevin Benstra on the outside. In the safe line, not forcing the tires. This is 200 laps. It's a long way to go. You don't have to risk it, and Kevin is doing the smart thing.
Yeah, and Steven has overtaken Ruben. And now he goes back to the inside and overtakes him again. So they are, well, kind of working together to keep that gap to Marnix. This could be a strategy. But Ruben really needs to
I
take
don't
it
know.
easy. He's really aggressive with the turn-ins and well, we know he's a youngster and he wants to show himself. But 200 laps is not about being in front all the time. Yeah, so he needs to be mindful. And Steven is well, he's coping with it. You see, he's taking the draft. Now he has the overspeed. Goes to the inside, sticks it.
And clean, but Ruben's changing a lot of lines. He's going like he looks really wobbly, and that's dangerous. So let's see if he can keep his head down. If he's here at three wide, double three wide. Sorry, pardon me. Look at that double three wide trying to remain worship in the middle line. Really that overspeed, that slipstream really close between those two cars. Oh my god, this is some great racing, seriously. Oh Lord Almighty, I want
Oh,
more of this. Look at that three wide Jeremy Blanc. Also there, look at the four DSRT cars fighting with one another. This is my god. And the fact that everyone is keeping their hair cool and we're not having any incident, as we see, the pack of four, the first four in the race at the moment, was only dropping to fourth at the moment. I do think he has a little bit of damage, and that's also causing the weaving. But yeah, one way or another, the top four are forcing quite a bit, except for Venstra. So we'll
yeah.
have
And
to see.
you have to remember these cars didn't get much lighter, and the tire temp
Oh
will
my
get
god, the four wide
easier.
again.
Yeah, these DSRT drivers, they need to communicate. I hope there's someone, a technical director or someone who is in that pit box shouting at these guys, keep it clean, keep each other alive because they are dangerously close together. My God, that 52 car again. Oh, ho, ho. Jeremy, last time champion. So yeah, he wants to show himself, of course, get the best out of it. I know he has a little bit of hay fever, so if you see him leaving, he might be sneezing.
That's not good having hay fever here on on track doing 360 with tears in your eyes. I'm crying. I'm crying.
Yeah. I just checked the rules and regulation. If you are on the apron or below the racing surface during green flag condition, do not force yourself back onto the track. Stay on the apron and get back on the track when it's safe to do so. So Ruben will probably be penalized as it states in the rules and regulations.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. You will probably get a penalty. Look at that, the four wide again. You see here, James. Forstyke. Let's keep that P5 going into the inside. And yeah, Jeremy has to feel the pressure of defending the title win, so we'll have to see if he can make it to that win. As we see here, Marnix and Steven fighting for that P1. And Ruben is still keeping up, but look at that, he's being really wobbly. He's weaving quite a bit. I think it's a little bit of damage that's showing up. But you see Marnix with ease is going to take the inside line, which is the brickyard part at the moment, taking the P1. And again, you can see first, second, and third forcing quite a bit, like racing really hard, and his race is just like a Sunday drive, you know? He's just chilling, he's just waiting for the opportunity. There's a lot of time left, and we will see their pit stops really soon, and I think that can be dangerous if they're not full saving, because they might have to take a pit stop on the rest in case there are normal yellows. So we'll have to see. See here, wow, my God,
Look
another
at
four
this, yeah.
wide.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. This is... And you can see the...
There we go.
What happened? Oh no,
Oh, no.
Marnix is also out.
This was Steven and Marnix, I think. I think Steven went on his own, if I saw that correctly.
Yeah,
But we
I
have
think
our
so.
second yellow on lap 25.
Let's check the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Here we see Steven Leonard, who seemed like he was doing a great job. Like he was P1. Maybe he went a little too far on the apron. I didn't see if he went for the reset line. Let's check it out. So take it corner, no problem. No apron at the moment. We'll have to see. I think it's on the next corner where he reaches the car. Skipping the as you see James there. Oh, we'll have to see a straight line of that. Oh my God.
Wow, that car is wrecked. 110% sure wrecked.
Jesus Christ, what a hit. We will have to see another angle. It's only if you change lines. I'm not exactly sure to see on this TV camera. We'll get a better view of what happened, because we saw Steven keeping that inside line. I don't know if William turning to the other. It looks like Steven keeps the line.
Keeps his line, yeah.
And it's Warnix, the one who goes a little more down than usual and makes the contact. Of course, this will be reviewed by post-race administration, race control. So we'll have to check that out again. But really unfortunate for both of them. Look at that. Warnix just cannot get the car to the pits. He's just spinning all over the place as we see him in the pits at the moment. Emmanuel Lopez on P1 at this moment. He's going to set the pace. I guess Kevin might go to the pits now because he didn't go yet. And yeah, really unfortunate for both of them. You know, they were having a great race from the start. I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Yeah, I think we will see a few pit stops now. There will be some damaged cars. I think Jacco will have a little bit of damage as he scooped Steven Leonard, and Ruben has a cone. He took a cone for his personal collection and he doesn't get it loose. Oh, that's unlucky. Wow. Oh, and it's gone. Thank God.
Well, that was fun to see.
Yeah, I was quite surprised to see that moment. Anyway, I think Jose Oñate left the race. He was probably damaged by that first incident, so he's 12 laps down and probably disconnected. Let me see. We see a few quick guys who are in P, let's say 7 to 12. Sebastian Kamsteeg now in 7th place. Silas, Jorge, Jacco. You see, these quicker guys are taking it easy, and I think that's a good strategy, because being in front and having these 3 whites is really dangerous and will not benefit your race. Safety car will go in this lap, but I'm surprised so little cars took that pit stop. Of course, they can go a little bit longer because of that first yellow, but this would have been a time.
I think, to be honest, that we missed it. Looking at the stint schedule, they are all on 1. except for Diego Pereño. He was 2 laps down, he's now 1 lap down, so he didn't take the pit stop, he just followed. But the rest and the replay session, I think they are all went in the pit as the safety
sorry.
car is coming in and the restart will be soon.
Yeah, sorry for the confusion on my end.
Yeah, and I think they shouldn't take the pit stop now. As we see here, James Forsyth is gonna set the pace right now, really late. Restart from him. Let's see if Kevin Svensson can take advantage of this, and it looks like he might. Again, he's just driving it safe, and looks like a restart at the moment, which is really good to see. I don't want to force him too much. And as I was saying, I think taking the pit stop there wouldn't have been really good. Pit stop in lap 15, you can make it to the end of the schedule pit stop, so you know you can get new tires again, but you're not going to notice the difference. It's only been 5-6 laps. I see Jeremy coming really close to the wall. Both rainbow cars getting into that P3 and P4 respectively, as we see one of the cars getting out of the pits. That's Marnix, if I'm not mistaken. You will see Kevin Svensson on that middle line. Daniel Solio who's fighting with the outside line. Let's see if he can take advantage of this and get some help from his partner right behind to get him the lead. As we see Jeremy Kronk P5 just behind Renee Bosch, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's not Renee. Renee has yellow rims, orange rims.
Yeah, I think that's Ruben.
Yes, come stay.
It's Sebastian.
Yes.
Oh, yellow. What happened there?
Another yellow.
Oh,
another yellow. Must have been something in the back then.
Oh. Tim, before I go to the replay, Deldo, thank you very much for the follow, and Black Cat, thank you very much for the subscription, mate. I can see here that we have our Tim. Let's see what happened with him.
Oh, we see that Renee got taken out twice for the touching. That. As we see Tim Rutten. Oh, it was just in front of him, it looks like, and he's going to lose the car. Oh my god!
Oh, he was collected there.
No, he just loses his.
No, there wasn't.
On it on?
Yeah, he went on the apron to try to avoid this. I don't know what happened exactly. Let's see. You see here, Jorge. Oh, turning up, and yeah, that's a big hit right there. I think Tim Rutten was trying to avoid the incident. That's why he went into the apron. I don't know if he got damaged from that. I don't know if he got lucky and got pixel there, but wow, what a big hit right there. Third yellow of the race. It doesn't look like he has damage, so he got lucky there. We'll have to see what happens. We've seen a couple of people getting into the pits. I don't know if more of them are going to follow that line, as we see one of the cars completely off the track. Oh, careful with that rejoin. I think that's Marnix again without a front wing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks like he's driving backwards. I'm not sure what end of the car is the front or the back, but he is still going.
Looks like a skippy, yeah. Yeah, he's just taking the off-road route.
I've just been reading the chat and I see all these guys. René Borsche, it's for me. Ruben says penalty for me. Del Dude, sorry, I got collected. Platinum Racing Team got collected. So yeah, all these guys are really unlucky and they get collected. Or this is the problem with this early races. If you cannot accept the fact that you are you let someone by or step off the pedal for a bit and can get it back later, you still have a lot to learn about oval, and you can collect or ruin someone else's race, and this is such an important part of oval racing, and you have to be so mindful and so concentrated to not be in that unlucky position. So yeah, sorry guys.
It is so true what you are saying now, because last year we did the Michigan of 200, was it then? And I participated in that event as well. And I started somewhere as last, and I just drove, you know? And in the last laps, I tried to attack a little bit, and I went to the third position at the end of the race. Sebastian Kamstig was second. Um, and it was one of the first races we did. It's like a little bit of common sense maybe. There are so many laps to do, and if you hit somebody else or hit a barrier or collect somebody, the race is over for those guys as well. And just follow each other, set some pace, lift a little bit, fuel save, and do it.
Yeah, execute the strategy and not try to execute these enormously dangerous moves, and I've seen many today, and of course this is spectacular for the viewers and for us to commentate to, but we still have so many laps to do. If we continue like this, we will end up with two cars. So that means the third position prize money will go to the host.
Yeah, maybe.
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 Was a moment of silence there. I like that.
I heard money, and then I was the the safety car is going in this lap. We have James Forsdyke now leading the pack here. Kevin Zwemstra in second position. Daniel Solo is not solo because his teammate is behind him in third and fourth, and Jeremy in fifth, and Tom Carroll in sixth. So we have three DSRT drivers then. Sebastian in seventh. But let's see how the restart is from James. And hopefully now they learned a little bit to take it a little bit easier here. It's a little bit like Renee said. You have to practice, and some of those guys didn't practice, in my opinion. But okay, we will have to restart soon. Let's see James here. And he's already going. Yep, he's already going. It's green, and we are over start finish, so we can continue the race, hopefully.
Yeah, we have a new leader here. Haven't seen his name yet. This is James Forsdyke. I'm not sure. Is he Dutch?
I don't think so, to be honest, but I don't know.
Well, I like his last name. I would take it. I'm not going to marry him, but. Kevin Zwemstra now in second position, and Daniel Solo in third in the rainbow car. And his teammate right behind, Alex Johnson. And there is Jeremy in that fifth position, like a wolf in sheep's clothing, waiting for his moment to shine again. Good to have the green back. I can see a single foul, which gives me a little bit of less adrenaline and makes it a little bit easier to follow what happened, because wow, that first 30 laps were total madness. And well, like I said before, this is great to see, and it's big fun for the drivers probably. And for the viewers, but well, it's very dangerous and you can damage your car.
Yeah, I think it's just going in the race right there. As you see, Alex Johnson, that P4, and Daniel Solo. Teams trying to help each other, and let's see if they can make it work for that 1-2 at the end of the race. In the meanwhile, two DSRT cars right there, goes behind, chasing, trying to catch up and trying to, make something good out of this situation. If you see those Jeremy in 5P6 and James Forsyth, really good race, stable, clean, out of trouble. Again, Kevin Spencer, as we said, is something right for him. I think I'm on the call him every time I've seen him drive. He knows very well when to push and when not to. As we saw there, a car going out of the pits really tight on the line. And I got really scared of that. Lopez. 13, which is only 2. In this case, who's a lap behind, if I'm not mistaken. A lap or 2 behind.
He's 2 laps behind at this point. Manuel Lopez is 2 laps behind. Monix Jesus is still in the pits, 11 laps down. Then we have Ruben, Diego, and Jocko all 1 lap down. The only one in the lead lap is starting from Silas now on P9. So the top 9 are still in the lead lap.
Yeah, but it's still a long way to go, and with the amount of yellows we've seen, you can still have a good strategy and work your way back and maybe try to do some magnificent fuel saving. As we see Tom Carroll here, currently in 6th position. He has also stayed out of trouble. He's done a really good qualifying, as we always seen from him. And Sebastian now here in P8. 32s. It will be a long one till we start to see pit stops again. It's good to see Sebastian here being really competitive. He's been doing a lot of racing recently, and he's trying to find his flow. Trying to find. I think this is his thing. You know, he's really good at this oval thing, and I really wish for him he would do more of this oval racing, because I think it suits his driving style. It's either drag racing or oval racing. As long as the track is straight, he's really good.
Straight out, just straight out. No, he's doing an amazing job. Like I said, he's still in the lead lap, so he knows how to handle the car, how to handle the position for those first 100. And if he's still in the lead lap, even after 150 rounds, if he still is there, everything can happen. You just need 1 yellow or something, and the gaps are closed again. Yeah, Ruben with the penalty and everything, 1 lap down will be a different story. Could be with tactical choice from pit stops, or lucky with yellows. But if you are a lap down already, it will be a harsh race for you.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I was following, trying to gather some information off screen. James here doing a great job, doing 32s. I think the whole field is now currently doing 32s. We've seen 31s at the start of the race, so I think we are getting into a kind of a flow. You know, people are starting to find their position, and the first unlucky ones have been dropped. So yeah, it's now coming a little bit more into that strategy part of the race, as we see Kevin Svenstra here taking the inside line, and he makes the stick. James Forrestdijk now in 2nd position, trying to go around the outside. Can he make that move into turn 1? No, he will stay behind. You can see the rest of the cars there, the rainbow cars on P3 and P4. As he now takes the inside line, having the overspeed. The expected position from Kevin Svenstra. So yeah, very good, very easy. Now it's starting to get into the right flow.
I think the rainbow cars are doing an amazing job, because they started from way in the back, but they are just doing their laps. You know, they're not trying to attack or something. They are just following the slipstream a little bit, and I think that's correct call at this point.
Definitely. I think for now you just have to chill and do your laps, focus on yourself. If you have a team, you just help each other out, keep yourselves in the picture. And on the last stint, that's where you really have to push. As long as you do your laps and keep that pace consistent, you shouldn't have issues being in the top. As we see Tim Rutten, P7. We'll have to see if we can pick it up and make it happen. It looks like it will from the inside. Really good on there by Tim Rutten. Let's see if we can keep it now. This car behind has quite a bit of overspeed. It seems like we're going to start trading positions. Either that or going just too wide, but it's going to be a trade. They'll car's going to get the position back. And here in the front, we still have James and Spencer fighting for that P1. Both of them not risking it too much. Just keep it safe, keep it clean.
Yeah, it's a little bit like cycling, you know. They go head over head, and helping each other, gaining some good lap times. We see the lap times going down now, 31.8 last time around. Yeah, very good.
They have 23 laps now on the tire, so in 7 laps for those who didn't save a little bit of tire. It could be that they are going for another pit stop, so we have to see. Looking at the data here. Yeah, I don't know. It really depends. I think the top guys are really pushing a little bit. You see the fights going on with Kevin Ramsey and James here. So it could be that the scrubbing of the tires is a little bit too much. And yeah, we will see them come in between now and 10 laps, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't. I think we have 2 yellows and 1 stint, so that's 6 laps before they go green. 6 or 8. 6, right? 3 per yellow. So yeah, that will extend this stint a little bit, as I already suspected. But this group of 4 is working together beautifully. They now have a decent gap there to that group behind. Well, if they continue like this, they will. Yeah, they will have an easy stint and makes life a little bit less stressful. And they are doing a 31.8 and now another 31.9. So yeah, those are pretty decent lap times.
Definitely. And as we said, everything seems to be stabilizing now. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think we're going to have any more yellows. I know I have the commentators first.
No. Shh.
We're going to have a ton of yellows.
No. We're gonna have
let's leave it there. Great racing, ladies and gentlemen. But one way or another, 54 laps down. We got 146 to go. So we see Jeremy Crump trying to get that P5. We get 5 between both DSRT cars. And right there on the P5. Jeremy having Gillis be picking outside.
Yeah, but those 4 sorry to interrupt you, but those 4 DSRT cars are in it. Oh no, Jeremy! Oh, you touched him.
Oof. Yeah, that was a hit.
No yellow? I'm surprised.
I think it's because he's not on the racing line, so yeah, no yellow. But I think that was an impact. I'm not sure if that was connected, but I think that was a hit. So really unfortunate there for Silas, as we see. Tom, if I'm not mistaken, taking control and actually overtaking Jeremy. Jeremy seems to have a little bit of damage. Really close between both DSRT drivers right there. Jeremy losing positions.
Yeah, I just was about to say they need to work together and not be so aggressive, because look at this block of red and black cars. Make the best out of it, guys. Come on, work together and drive towards those rainbow cars, because they are long gone. And as Matt just pointed out in the chat, Alex and Daniel are really driving very well together, keeping in line, not swapping, staying very steady. And that's exactly what these 4 drivers need to do as well, and help each other out.
Yeah, and that's what the DSRT guys are doing. They're fighting hard. And I think what you was just saying, like, they need to help each other to catch that front group. Because it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's only 2 seconds from one another. We can see they're swapping positions to try to help each other with that overspeed, with that section. As we see Tim Rutten not thinking about it twice. The maniac going for that P5. Let's see if he's going to make it. He's going on the inside. Side by side, but Tim Rutten is going to take that P5, no props, no problem at all. That exit off the corner, you can see the tires are starting to say, please change me. I am really soon it's going to be dead. So Jeremy taking the position back. They're kind of helping each other, which is nice because they're starting to cut the gap a little bit. Fortunately, we've had some retirements already. Really unfortunate. But yeah, the hard racing we're having was absolutely insane. And as we were saying, yeah, there was a big gap. Silence, you can see it. It's really behind the pack after that impact, after that incident between Jeremy and Silence himself. So we'll have to see what happens. Jeremy Pronk trying to catch up, and looks like it's going to go side by side again. Jeremy no problem passing the other DSRT car as we turn on into P1 as Johnson. Now they're trading positions between Daniel and Alex. So one way or another, they're keeping it safe. You can clearly see it there on the straight. You don't have to risk it. You just gotta bring it home first. As the saying goes, to finish first, you need to finish first. So
What?
that's how it goes. I just made that up, but it
Yeah,
makes
well,
sense.
that's very good. That's very good. That's very Johan Cruyffish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Francis, yes.
Yeah, Cruyffish. Very good.
You know I like the right poems, right? But yeah,
Yeah, I
it
like
makes it.
like this. To finish first, you first have to finish. Yeah, exactly. It's very good. Very good.
No, he said to finish first, you first have to finish first.
Yeah, you know my English is not very good. I get
Your
there's
English
a
is
little.
perfect, mate. But yeah, still, how you said it was hilarious, but
Yeah,
true
it's
as
a
well.
flow.
If you
Yeah,
It's
want
a
to
it's
flow.
finish
very
first,
true.
you need to finish first. First.
Yeah.
I'm sure Matt will be delighted by my English level. But
Yeah, and now we see Daniel Solo and Alex Jensen. Alex and Daniel for P1 and P2, and Kevin Zwemstra and James there taking it a little bit easier. I think maybe they ran a little bit too hard on those tires as they were swapping position continuously, as these guys have been driving behind each other, as Matt pointed out. And I think they are... Oh, and he's back. And surely their tires will be a little bit better from Kevin's and James's. So you can see they are now starting to attack on the end of the stint. And I want to see the gap to that P5 is now 3.7 seconds to Jeremy. So yeah, these four guys have been working together like a charm. This is such a good tactic, and I think it won't be long before we have the pit stops.
yeah, definitely. You can clearly see the car sliding a little bit through the corners because they're starting to struggle. But the stint has been perfect for them. Huh? They've kept really good control of the tires. The fuel the same. I think they're going to go for a 40-lap stint. So that means they both saved fuel and they treated the tires like heaven. So great job from both of them. And as you were pointing out, the first four are working together to just at least get that P4 assured. So great job by all of them because the gap is there and it doesn't seem to be stopping for now. As we see Daniel Soyo, sorry, going from the inside. And yeah, they're just switching positions. And again, Kevin in first, taking it easy, just chilling, relaxing. There's still a lot of time left. So we have 144 laps to go. And same with James. James is also just following behind, trying to save fuel, trying to get as many laps as possible on the stint, so you can force more on the later stages of
Yeah,
the race.
exactly. Extend as much as possible. Trying to do the calculation. Maybe there's someone that's helping them out. I hope someone else is helping those DSRT drivers as well. I'm not biased, but if they want to make up that 4 seconds, they need a charm of a strategy, or they need to start working together because these guys are ready to rumble.
Just got
Yeah.
information that Sebastian is out.
No.
I already see him with an incident. Tom Carroll has an incident, as the iRacing synchronizes again. There are pit stops coming up now. Jeremy is in pit. Silas, George, Tim. So the back markers are now in pit lane, and you see now that they are getting onto the apron to pit as well here, the front group. Maybe we should see what happened with Jeremy and Silas, and afterwards what happened to Sebastian.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see the replay as they are now in pit. Everybody's pitting. Yeah, I don't see if it was a hit, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll have to see it again, I think, from another camera angle. We have a really good TV production, so...
This is the...
Oh, that looked like Netco, right?
Yeah.
This is another incident, right?
Yeah,
That's the first incident where Silas went out, and it's really strange to see. Maybe an admin can see it better. It looked like a little bit of netcode, but it could also be that he hit Silas there. This is one of the incidents of Sebastian. He had another one there as well, so let's see what happened.
Oh, the chat already provided some very tasty information. Let's see it. Let's see it happen now.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see Sebastian getting in the pits. And yeah, really fast. Oh, trying the overtake.
Oh,
and he
no,
parked it. Oh no.
Sensational pit entry.
And that was Tom in the front, right? Oh no.
I think he hit him as well. It's very unlucky for Tom Boot to be in that position.
Yeah, really unfortunate pit entry there from Sebastian Janssen, who was actually doing quite a good race. But right now he's going to be laps behind as we see Jorge Porto Sepulveda trying to get that P13 at the moment. Is this live?
No, it is still replays. Was another incident here with Jorge. I don't know what happened, so let's wait and see if something happens here.
Oh, the line. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yep. He went too high there and spun the car
that was a bump.
By himself.
Yep. He went too low and then went too high and then lost control of the car. And I think he's towing it back to the pits.
And then Ruben Sully had another incident. Maybe we can see that as well. So the rest of the cars are now 2 laps again on new tires. I don't know what happened here.
That might have been...
that was a spin.
Is there another pit entry? Let's see.
Yeah, it was like an incident from
you're pulling out. Oh, the car in front pulling out of the apron. Yeah,
exactly.
Really hard blocking. Oh yeah, there you go.
Too much speed there, and with the brake balance to the rears, he spun the car. So,
almost
yeah.
Second time.
Back to the race then. It's James Forsdyke now in P1, Daniel Solo in P2, Alex Johnson, I can just name him Johnson, in P3, and Kevin in P4. And I think, Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson. And Jeremy Prong, he was in the back marker group. He's now again back to even P3, P2. He just overtook 3 cars here.
Really good move by Jeremy, and I think he's going to go for that P1. But
he did take the pit stop, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And these 4, they take the pit stop already?
Yeah, everybody did the pit stops. That's why I did the replay. But Jeremy Pronk went in 1 lap earlier, so his tire is 1 round, older.
One lap older. Yeah.
So I think in that first lap he made exactly the amount of time good. And maybe the other guys did a little bit of a easier pit stop there. I don't know, but he's back there. Let me see. It's really.
He now joined that group of the Knights of the Round Table. It's now a table of 5. It's not very COVID-proof to have a table of 5 at this point, but very good to see him back in the mix here. As we are on lap 75, so that means we are. No, my math is off today. almost at 50% of the race.
That's a good understatement.
Retarded cricket. He's done.
No.
Yeah.
That's so unlucky. I'm surprised. Did he use his fast repair in a previous incident or?
I think so because he had two, as was here, the 3 wide.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, very good.
But let me tell you, I think what the Rainbow team is doing at the moment is really smart. Oi, 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 oi. Going on the outside there, really close. Svenstra finding himself in the middle of a 3 wide, and be careful because we might have another 4 wide incoming.
No, no,
Jeremy
no, no,
Brown
no.
just from behind. No, thank God. They seem to be
Take it easy,
reasonable
guys.
and not
Yeah.
forcing. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
Very good. Just letting go a little bit. Not, there's no need to force us. We see Kevin Spencer taking
Yep.
advantage of James, slowing down a little bit there. I think he's just doing it to save some fuel. So I think that's the game plan for these 5 cars at the moment. Just
Go as long. Yeah, go as long as possible.
yeah, definitely. Oh, really unfortunate to read that for Sebastian that there's no visual damage. The game says there's too much damage and they're done. Really unfortunate there because you were doing a great race. But hey, hopefully next time it will be the good one, you know. So yeah, we see Svensa, which actually made a good gap there. 0.6 from Kevin to Jeremy, who took P2 right now. Ooh, a little bit of weaving there. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, you can see Jeremy from catching already with that slipstream. And it looks like Jeremy's going to go for the inside. He's going to go for that P1 again. Going on the apron.
Yeah, it's very low. That's
Yeah,
very low. But I think that it was only 2 wheels, so it wasn't completely not completely on the apron. But he needs to watch that because I think the panel will keep an eye out for these kind of things, especially when it's done dangerously. And you can really easy lose that car. Now they are on fresh tires, so the grip will be okay. But if you do this with older tires, it's so easy to lose it. And you know the back just snaps on you. You try to correct it with steering to the other side, and then it's passenger.
Yeah, basically, like that's how you drive this car after 20 laps, at least in these temperatures. Right now, the temperature of the track is 23, so yeah, after 20, 25 laps, you always need to correct on the corners due to the tires just being gone and it's gonna snap. So you need to be really smooth with the steering impact because the moment you try to overcorrect a little bit, you're done. You're done and done. As we've seen with some of the cars that unfortunately retired already. As we see Kevin Svensson still on that P2, Jeremy Pronk, who has made a really good comeback on P1. Daniel Soyo on third. We got James on fourth, and then on fifth we have the other rainbow car. In this case, it's Alex Johnson. Jensen. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. But yeah, this group was 5. I think they're just gonna stay here, at least for the rest of the stint, and probably even 2 more stints.
It's safe to say that the top 5 guys are in the pack here, but Tim Rutten is following in
Yellow.
2.5. Oh,
Yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow. That's a really unfortunate moment after all those pit stops. So
what happened here then?
yeah,
It was in the back market group. Emmanuel Lopez, Silas, and Tom Carroll had an incident here.
Let's see. Silas. Oh, losing the car there. Oh no, going down. Emmanuel going down, and Tom Carroll getting collected there.
Nice
but
catch.
he saves it. He saves it.
Good save.
Oh, it was a good save. Those tires are toast, but he saved it.
he's not gonna lose too much. I don't know. He's gonna lose a lap for sure, but thank God it's a yellow, so he's not gonna lose that much. Really unfortunate how Emmanuel came down. You can see that Silas keeps the line, but it goes a little bit up, and that causes Emmanuel to try to correct because he went down. He's going fully outside, correcting a little too much, and then collecting Tom Carroll, who does a good save there. Look at that on the limit. I think he hit the wall a little bit, but it shouldn't be. It should be barely just a tiny bit of damage. As we see the big pack of cars
Wow.
pitting again, makes sense. You can,
Yeah.
if my maths are not incorrect, we have four, three or four pit stops left for any of the cars if we run the rest just on green. So depends on the strategy they've taken.
Three pit stops will take them to the end if you can extend your stints to 40 laps. So that would take the last, so 85, 125, 165, and then all the way to the end, and then you don't have to fuel save.
Yes, sir. I like that mathematics you got there, my friend. As we see here that we have one of the drivers waiting, and I think we're gonna bring him up. Don't you think so, Mr. Guru, Mr. Cracker?
Excuse me, what was the question?
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
heard him. He's the Sebastian Kamsek, who was unfortunate with the pit entry. He's now here in the interview room. So, hello, Sebastian.
Hello. Good day.
Good day. Tell us about
Yeah.
your race.
It was hectic. We were trying, most of the time, we were trying to close the gap so we would connect to the lead, the other DSRT cars. So we would connect to the lead group. But there are some people that were fighting all the way down. So yeah, then you can't do the tricks to get closer to another. So we had to fight past those guys and then fight on, and that took a while. And in the beginning, the start was okay. I was trying to hold back a bit and save some fuel for the most part of the race. And then we had the first incident, and I almost got through clean, and then I got hit by the last car very lightly, but he hit me. And the restart was okay. Second incident, the car, I got sideswiped, so I had to use my one fast repair because we have one fast repair. And the last one, I binned it myself into the pits, and I touched the wall very lightly, and I turned it around, and I drove back up to my pit box, and it just said that I was done. I can't drive anymore. So
Yeah. You need
That's
to keep in
unfortunate.
mind that this car hasn't been updated in a while, so the physics on the car are not very good, and things like that unfortunately can happen. And we're sorry that happened to you. One way or another, you did a great race. It would have been awesome to see you finish this one up. But yeah, like what are your opinions on who's gonna take the win here in this Michigan
I
400?
think Jeremy's really calm, so I guess he's doing well. Tom is doing good, but he has been unlucky till now. Oh, they're gonna start. I'll shut up.
Yeah, Daniel Solo is leading the pack here, going again over start finish with the green. Kevin Ramsler is following, and James in third place. The rainbow cars are now split by the two drivers. Jeremy Prong still in, now P6. But what I just saw is that most of the cars had a wave around. They are longer on the tire, but it's Jaco, Ruben, Diego, who are back in the lead lap, and Emmanuel Lopez is still one lap down. And yeah, too bad. Sebastian now 22 laps down. He's here in the interview room, so talking about his unfortunate race.
Yeah, then I was done. So it was. I think something broke in the back of the car, and Gabe decided not to fix it.
Yeah, as I was saying, the car hasn't been updated in a while, so the physics are kind of weird. A little quick time. So really unfortunate that that happened. But hey, thank you for telling us about your race. Again, we're sorry that you weren't able to finish this one, but hopefully the next one we'll see you go through that checkered flag and maybe on that P1. Because man,
Same
we
as
were rooting for you, huh?
I hope Ruben is gonna win it because he lost a lap, but he's getting back now. But he was saving his tires and his fuel very well, so maybe we're gonna see some good stuff from him.
Yeah,
It was a
we'll have
good
to.
race. I would have liked to be in the front at the end, but yeah, today it was not my day. Okay.
Maybe next year.
You can also lead the Formula One race for 45 laps and then blow your rear tire. So
Okay,
it happens.
that was the interview for you.
Shh. I haven't seen
sorry.
it yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, Sebastian! Why do you always have to
Because I use recent events to talk. Sorry, I used
Yeah,
that.
you didn't say anything, but you said enough.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, I would have loved to see you drink that whiskey from the trophy. So hope to see you next year again, and we can do it all over again.
I'll try it next year again.
Super. Thank you for joining,
Okay,
and have a
later.
great night.
You same.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Sebastian then for
Yeah.
the race. In the meantime, the race was continued, and Jaco van der Plat is now in first position. Daniel Solo in second, and Sebastian has my Echo.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get him out of here. So
Thank
because he was interfering. Oh, and now we lost another one. Oh, the net is dying, so I think we lost Juan as well. I kicked him out as well, so now we have some decent space here in this commentating room.
He's back. He's back.
Oh, he's back. These two big guys and me in the middle is not the perfect solution. I have to say, this Jaco van der Plat livery looks like a bag of M&Ms.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry seeing that livery, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm not especially hungry, but it's looking really good. We see rainbow cars. It's like Mario Kart today.
Let's hope they don't put the banana peels on track.
Oh, it is an M&M. Oh, it really is M&M. I haven't seen it up close close before. Oh, that looks really great. I would love to have an M&M car. I will eat it before the start. Okay, yeah, Juan's net died. He will be back in a second. It's a Spanish thing.
That's no problem, retarded cricket. Sorry for the echo. It's no problem, mate. We just removed you from the live lobby here. Jaco van der Plat with the M&M car in first position, mixing it up with Alex Johnson. James Forsdyke now mixing it up, and we see that the pack is really getting close again. Hopefully this time they know how to do it.
Yeah, I think we got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars still in there's another one behind. I think that's Diego on P12, Emmanuel Lopez P12. Yeah, I think we've got 12 cars in competition, and we lost quite a few in that first 50% of the race, and I think this is the group that will race towards the end, and it's good to see Silas there and Silas, and I think we've still got 2 DSRT drivers in that mix. So yeah, I think it's open. It's really open at this point of the race, and I'm not convinced that any of these drivers will take it. You know, just saying a name and then it's there. Anyone can do it. I think we've all seen them leading, except for Tim, I think, and Diego. But most of them have been towards the front, so it's hard to tell who's gonna take this one. Because we are now doing 31.9s, which is a decent pace with these full cars and The track is grippy. 23 degrees, 18 degrees outside. Not too much wind today, which is good. And a little bit cloudy. I like cloudy.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah.
To be honest, Jaco in the M&M car, I think his pace will drop soon because he's 27 laps on the tire and all the rest are 13 laps on the tire. Ruben Solly in P10 at this moment, also 29 laps on the tire. So those guys took the risk to stay out. Yeah, if nothing happens and they need the pit stop, they will fall back again. So they are really hoping on a yellow flag at this point, but to be honest, I think we had enough yellows in the first 100. So we are now almost halfway there. Still a long way to go. Yeah, and I think they still need like 50 laps to follow each other around a little bit, and the last 50 they can attack them.
Yeah, of course, but this is also a good moment in the race. You know, you know what you can do now with the car. You know the conditions. You know the track. Or what the track state is like, and now you can focus on the driver in front of you. You can analyze his driving. Where is he going on the power? Where is he somewhere early off the power? And you can test that a little bit, as we see Jeremy Kronk here moving up to P2 with a very bold move. This group is really close together and it's really mixing up. But yeah, this is a great moment for a driver to analyze the driving of your direct competitors and think about those final 10 laps where you have to be so concentrated after doing 190 laps and make the best out of it. As we see, they should drive single file. I see so many 2 whites and 3 whites again in these corners. This is frightening.
Absolutely, as retarded cricket. I always do that. Retarded cricket just subscribed again for 7 months in a row and with the message, never give up, never give up, never give up. So thank you very much for that, mate.
Yeah, cricket.
Yeah, cricket. Thank you. Cricket just quit it.
Quickie. For being a quicket, you need to be quick in the quick. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
We need Juan for this one.
Yeah, Juan has some internet issues, I guess. So he's not returned. So
yeah,
let's hope.
He's calling the ISP probably.
Yeah. I think they hit a cable in your area and he doesn't have internet anymore.
My God, what a prehistoric life. I almost didn't make the race. I almost was stuck at the airport in Finland. Pun intended. Anyway, we see 3 DSRT drivers in front now. Tom Carroll P1, Jeremy Kronk P2, and Ruben Sully on the outside on P3. So that's a march forward. Hello, everybody. We are DSRT, and we are here to conquer this race.
Yeah, I think they all want that trophy. I made a special trophy for this event. We'll send it to the winner. To be honest, I was hoping that none of the guys from South America or something should win it, because with the customs and everything, and you need an invoice, and it will be a hell of a job to get it there. But if so, I will arrange that as well. But I posted that trophy, and I think on that day we had seven people on our Discord who just said, "Okay, we are going to participate." So yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool to have a real trophy in your besides your sim break and saying, I won the Michigan DSRT Michigan 400, and next year I will do it again. And this is the trophy, so that's really good. As we see Tom Carroll here trying to follow Jeremy as much as possible, and that's Ruben there.
Yeah, like he needs to pit. 37 laps now he did it. Let's see if his approach now. Ooh, jeez. Just in time, I guess, but better than his first attempt here, or his last attempt. He just falled back. Like I said, Jaco van der Pla I think we will see him, turning on the side of the apron as well soon, in like 1-2 laps maybe. He needs to pit as well, and then
Yeah, he needs to get some fresh bags of M&Ms in the fuel tank. And
Yeah.
we are both waiting for the moment, but it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And I was thinking about fresh M&Ms in the tank. Hopefully, it's nuts. You know, nuts. Why
Nuts.
not? Why not?
It's with nuts. You like those ones? I like the ones
No.
with the crispy inside.
Crispy inside. I look good in an apron. Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. Visual damage has been done tonight.
Still waiting here for Jaco to do his pit stop. Maybe fuel save
Yeah,
a
he goes
little bit.
P1. Now he really goes for it. He's killing the
There he
tires.
goes, there he
There he goes, yeah. As we see, where did Ruben Solly get out?
1 lap down again in P10 at this point. So this is Jaco, then he will fall a lap down as well. Ruben is on the way again, P10 at this point. And we have a sudden change here as well. It's now Tim Rutten who mixed it up in the front. So he took the position down from Ruben and everybody else. He's now in the middle of the field. Jeremy in P1, Tim Rutten in P2, and Tom Carroll in P3.
Tim the Maniac Rutten with his purple Fanatec livery. I wonder if Fanatec knows he's driving a car with Fanatec on it.
Free commercial, I think.
Yeah, I hope so. Because, I've been hunting down some good Fanatec stuff. So if he knows something about it, I need to talk to him. But yeah. Tim Rutten into the lead. Jeremy Pronk there now in second position. Tom Carroll on third. James Fordyke on fourth. And Alex Jansen on fifth. So yeah, it's more or less the same now. I think that Silas in sixth position. Yeah, and Kevin Zwemstra, I'm not sure. He was very good at the start of the race. He led a few laps, but now he's taking it easy and watching this battle develop at the front and not taking too much. So he either has damage or he's waiting for a good moment.
I don't know for sure. Shit. I need like a technical issue here. I need 1 minute. Can you cover for me?
I'm covering for 2 now, so no problem.
That's just 1 minute, 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah. It's the green bottle that's empty probably, but no problem.
No. Something is out of juice here, so, and it's not me.
Okay, another visual image. Anyway, Purple Death, like GT Matt just said. Purple Death, yeah, it's a frightening car. Purple is very frightening. Retarded Cricket just said it's a long race. Yeah, I know, mate. Especially with those 12 cars running. I think Diego Pereño just stopped as well, as he is now 14 laps down. So I'm not sure if he took another pit stop or has technical issues, but yeah, these 2 DSRT drivers. Jeremy Pronk has been doing a lot of oval racing lately, and he's getting really good at it, and I think it's one of his best features. But he's also very good in a GT car or a GT3 car. He won a few. He entered the 20th edition of Racing to the Weekend and won a race. So yeah, it doesn't really matter in what kind of sim you put him, but he's always ready to rumble. So he now takes P1 from Tim. But
I believe you're a little bit lonely in here.
Oh my god. Oh, that's like Santa Claus coming down the drainage. My god, hello.
Yeah.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm a little bit sweaty because the attic is getting really hot already, even though it isn't really summer yet. But yeah, I'm enjoying this race. No.
Yeah, this race is really mad, isn't it? It really is the Baku of ovals today.
Yeah, but now
I-
we are like in a more easier state of mind, which gives a little bit of time to breathe and think about things.
took them half the race distance and start calming down, though, didn't it?
Yep.
So they really were a little crazy to begin with, and now everyone's settled down. They all seem to be training quite well. So yeah, see how this turns out.
Yeah, it will. It will. Like we just did a little bit of strategy in the chat, and 40 laps is too long, and we still got the yellows to consider. So yeah, I think we'll see another 4 rounds of pit stop if it stays like this. But another
Yeah,
yellow could
yeah.
really throw in something else.
Definitely, I think that a lot of them are pushing their tires as far as they can go as well. So I don't want to jinx it, as we've said on here before, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a clean green all the way to the end. Actually,
Yeah,
I put money on it, but yeah,
especially with the last 20, 25, that last stint is always so super intense, and people are fighting for those positions, and they already did 175 laps, and they're getting tired, and then the real trouble gets out. So if you are off sync and something like this happens, it can really put you in a good position.
yeah, definitely. And I think it's surprising as well, because some of the drivers that I expected to be either right at the back or completely out of the lead lap by now are actually running quite close to the front now. So it's I didn't expect to see this many DSRT cars up the front after the previous incidents, but it's worked out pretty well so far for them.
Yeah, we place 5 cars, and then three drop out, and then we keep 2, and that's and then they will try to finish the job. But I think Tom is now really into his rhythm, and he always needs a little of startup time. I've seen this in his endurances as well. He's always
Yes.
very nervous at the start. But once he gets into his rhythm, he can, he's like a Swiss watch. It just keeps going.
He really
and going
is.
and going. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite a fan of Tom, to be honest. He really does show off what you can do in pretty much any sim racing class. Like he learns all the different areas of sim racing. It's not just one car. I wouldn't say he's an absolute master at any of them, but I have seen him in an LMP, and he's pretty damn good in those things. But he's showing that he's really knows what he's doing on the Indy circuits too. So yeah, it's quite amazing to see somebody that good at different. Word I'm looking for.
Yeah, divisions of racing.
Yes, divisions. Yeah.
Really getting into everything. If you put him in like any kind of rally car or any I think they are going for the pit stops. I thought we had an issue for a moment, but this is top 3 here. That's Tom. That's oh no, he takes him out. Oh my god. And Tim spins as well. Oh my god, Jeremy, what did you just do?
Yeah, I'm just back.
Crazy.
Jesus Christ, that wasn't good.
Oh, that wasn't good. That was. Oh, this will be another Stewart moment as we now see the rest of the field pitting. So they did 1 lap extra, but I think those 2 DSRT cars need a little bit of extra. Welcome back, group. We have Matt joining in.
Yeah, I heard his sexy voice in here, so I just did some camera work here. Welcome, GT Matt, mate. How are you?
Thank you very much, gorgeous. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. I was just watching these guys go into the pit lane just now, and they almost did the same thing that Jeremy did as well, but they managed to hold it together. So they're going to make up some serious time on the DSRT guys.
Yeah, with this incident, I think as well. Good news for Ruben. He's 17 laps on the tire now, and yeah, he's.
Here
I
he
don't
goes.
know if he's coming back now in the
Yeah,
lap.
of course.
So second, second, and Jacco van der Plaat still in P1. So he's just before those guys came out. He's second.
Yeah,
So he
It
has
looks like
some
if you
amount.
looks like Jacco really got a bonus out of that one then.
Yeah, he really did. They were in the, I thought, in the same group in the front, and after this one, Jacco now has a 3-second gap, and Ruben just 1 second, and yeah, I think that will be close with the slipstream in a matter of laps. The only thing is that, yeah, Ruben has the oldest tires under the car at this point, so he will come in earlier than the rest. Yeah, I don't know if we can count it. 38-38. So could be exciting for the end, but I think it's not enough for Ruben at this point.
No, but give the boy some time. He can now focus on his own pace, on his own laps. Ruben here, Jeremy here now in P8, so it did take some time to correct the pit stop. I don't know if he got a drive-through or a stop and go or anything like this for entering the pits. Maybe a little bit too fast. I'm not sure. But it was a really unfortunate moment for him. He was doing really well there with his buddy Tom Carroll in the front. So
Yeah, speaking of Tom, where is he? Ninth.
Tom is now in P9.
yeah, so he's
Yeah.
behind. He got more damage
really
than Jeremy.
Yeah, he
Being
got hurt
Ruben
as
now,
well then.
Yeah, being Ruben now in the second place and seeing that back of M&M's driving in front of you, I would close the gap in 2 laps.
Take all that sugar in and use it as energy, hey?
Yeah, I'm a diabetic, so
Oh.
I know.
Don't do that then.
I would love to take that back of M&M's off the road. No, of course I still like M&M's. I cannot eat them, but I like them.
Yeah.
They're so colorful and playful. I cannot stop talking about this M&M car. Jesus, give me something else to talk about.
Okay, I'll give you something to talk about. Jeremy, Tim, and Tom. They went into the pits and they spun the car around when Jeremy came in crashing with the speed. They are all like 10 seconds more in the pit than the rest. Tom Carroll did 49 seconds and the normal pit stop is around 34 seconds. The question is then, did they have like small damage that could be repaired, or did they use a fast repair here?
I'm not sure, but if you look on track time, they're around about that amount of time behind. Like Jeremy's 13 seconds off the lead. So, you think that it's made much of a difference apart from obviously the amount of time that it took him longer for his result?
Yeah, I think it's still with 10 seconds that will be meaning light damage and they repaired it or something. Or no, with the spin and everything, it could take that time.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I
I'm
think-
saying.
yeah.
So I wonder if I suppose they do have their fast repair, but I don't think they would have used it for that little amount of damage. I think they would have rather have kept it and actually taken the time, which would have taken longer, because the fast repair doesn't take any time, does it? It's immediate.
Yeah, it's immediate. That's a
Yeah, but
little
of
bit why
course,
I'm at.
of course the spin would have taken some time to.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we heard Sebastian talk about his spin there. He touched the ball a little bit, and it was race over for him. So that's that
very
would be the
true.
question.
It's
Yeah,
really
very
hard
true.
concrete there.
But still, it's Jacco and the M&M car now in P1 then. Ruben solely following in 4.6 seconds away from Jacco. And Daniel Solo in P3 now on 1.1 second away from Ruben. Like I said, they are getting closer in that slipstream at newer tires. So it's a matter of time that Ruben has to sit and duck there.
Yeah, I think if I was Ruben in this position, I don't think I would be able to catch up Jacco that well. So I'd probably drop back to James. And I know they're not. James has a teammate, I think. but Ruben's all out on his own. I would definitely try and use somebody else to catch back up.
Yeah, and extend the stint as long as possible and get the maximum amount of that fuel out of the car, and just hang on as long as possible. But I think it's a matter of time. They're already catching up to him anyway. He's
Yeah.
doing 32s, and I think the group behind is doing like high 31s on those new tires. So yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I think his fuel efficiency is at 100% right now. He's not saving any fuel, whereas the other guys can. So he really needs to think about that, I think.
No, I think he will be. It's James now is on his inside, so it was commentator's curse. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Now it drops back. Ooh,
Either that or he's listening to us.
Maybe he does.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, the best way I think is indeed to try to catch that slipstream, stay behind it, do some fuel saving or something, as he's way longer on that tire than the rest of the field. And yeah, with my calculations, I think they do one more pit stop, or maybe let me see, 11 laps, 20, one more pit stop and a splashing dash for them. So yeah, Ruben needs to adjust his strategy maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, depends on the yellows. Depends on this group. I'm interested to see where this other guys are at this point. This is the lead group, the 5. This is the. I think that's Jeremy, Tim, and Kevin.
Yes, indeed.
This is a little group, and they are working together. And poor Tom, who was a passenger in that Bronc incident, has nobody to get over speed, or as he now do 32.9. That's not a very good lap time, but maybe it's like, okay, I'm gonna fuel save as well and try to 32.8. Yeah, those are not decent times. Maybe he still has a little bit of damage, or he forgot to.
I think he just needs some friends right now. He's so alone out there right now.
Yeah.
Not going to get any draft. So the guys who are driving together are going to be so much quicker. Just got no.
P1 behind him, huh?
Yep, yeah. That's Jaco now closing the gap to Tom Carroll. But I really think he has a little bit of damage. He's a second of pace, and every lap he's doing is a 32.7 with 15 laps as half a tank. I think he could do quicker times. If you see the Jaco is now in the 32s, but he has like 30 lap old tires. Sorry.
Well, Tom was. I caught a little bit of Tom's practice before the event started, and he was very much struggling to get past 31. So his average was 30, and he said to me that he was going to play it safe and go for 29s. So his stints were a lot shorter than most people. So yeah, it's
maybe he
difficult
didn't take the. I think he didn't take the fast repair. And I think he still needs to do like optional repair, something like this. Maybe it's something like this. He's just.
You can see the damage, by the way.
Yeah, and it looks like he's really missing a little bit of that extra. Let's see how he does in the.
Yeah, now you mention it. Yeah, now you mention it. That's definitely going to affect him. That's 100% aero damage. That is.
Look at the side and the inside from his car. It's really damaged.
That's right. The marks aren't so bad, but when you can see that gap, that is actual like aero deflection. So they actually simulate that in iRacing. So that is actually affecting his drive.
Yeah.
Whether it's noticeable to him or not, I don't know, but definitely will be changing his times.
Yeah, the only thing he can do now is try to follow Jaco for a few laps more, because Jaco is now 33 laps on the tire, so I think like in 7 laps he will pit it again. And Ruben Ruben just came into the pit, so yeah, he went for an earlier pit stop, I guess, because he was like 35, 36 laps on the tire.
I think he did the math, and I think he now this is like the splash and dash stint. So he goes for fuel, and
We've got a note from our technical director. Check Ruben's pit entry. He's out of fuel.
Okay.
he didn't refuel on the last stint.
Either that or he's just pushed it way too far.
But that's impossible. He pitted like 17 or 20 laps ago.
No, he was like 36, 37 on the tire, and then normally it says like pit stop time then. But I think he pushed too much, didn't fuel save enough or something. I don't know. So yeah, really strange.
There we go. Something went wrong in his last pit, and 37 is the max for fuel, apparently.
I
he
thought
was
I
right
saw
at the end of
people
his fuel.
over 37, to be honest.
I think that's driving style. So yeah, I think it depends on your driving style of how much fuel you're using. It really does make a difference in ovals.
You can see that Tom now is trying to get in the slipstream from Jaco here. Jaco is now doing 31.9, so that's yeah, with the slipstream it helps Tom to catch up a little bit. His last lap was at 31.8. As you see, Jaco now indeed 36 laps on the tire, and he's now coming in for pit stop.
And also, I don't know if you've noticed, but his gap second actually increased. So they were helping each other to get away from the rest.
That could be it.
So Jaco was
down.
Yeah, Jaco was like 4.1 or something, 4.1
something like this,
seconds.
yeah.
So he's got nearly a second and a half, like 1.3 seconds ahead, just by working with a backmarker. So that's really benefited him.
Huh. Imagine.
And I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of Silas's. I don't know how you say that. Silas, is it?
Silas.
Silas. I'm not a fan of Silas's livery. I absolutely love that car and that livery, but not on an Indy car. Get it off there. An F1 Williams.
Yeah, it's quite strange, and Jaco there coming out behind the rainbow car. But that's a really good position to get out with a full fuel
train.
of tank. And oh, poor
Yeah.
Tom. I really feel for him. Oh,
Yeah, same.
Yeah, he's back in the 32.6 now with the damaged car. He really needs somebody to give him a tow here. Else, yeah, he will be a sitting dog as well.
yeah, here they
You
come.
see the group coming now. They will lap him yeah, in a matter of time. So we had 18 cars starting here. Only 10 are in the race. So half the field was almost wiped out here. And 3 guys are a lap down. It's Jaco van der Plaat, Kevin Zwemstra, and Ruben Solly. And yeah, to be honest, Kevin, I don't know what happened to him, to be honest. 1 lap down. Something must have happened to him.
Who?
Kevin Zwemstra?
Ah, Zwemstra. Well, I haven't
Or I
seen
forgot.
I haven't seen anything strange, but
We haven't seen much of him at all, have we? At the race.
no. Well, he's in the mix in the first part of the race, and then he went.
Oh no, I mean in the last few
yeah,
few
exactly.
laps, yeah, the last stint or so, I've not seen much of him at all, so I don't know where he's been.
He was in that group with Tim and Jeremy, right?
After the pit, or
After the pits, no, he wasn't there. Whoa! Look at
I'm not sure.
Jaco there, taking his own line on the fresh tires, saying bye bye guys. I'm gonna unlap myself, and I will see you again soon.
I'm actually surprised he's taking that. I probably would have sat behind him and joined the train.
Exactly.
But it's,
and maximize the stint.
But he has to do something. He was 1 lap down, so he needs to push it. From the other side, he's 4 laps now on this tire. If you take 30, he needs a splash and dash. I don't know what will be better for him.
I mean, if I was him, I would be fuel saving to death right now because the other guys have still got a pit, right?
Yeah, I think in about 9 laps they will come in. But he
So
can
yeah, that's
take an
9
advantage
laps
if
of fuel
he's
saving.
like in front.
Yeah, but 9 laps of fuel saving, and then he takes the lead back again because those guys get in the pit. So that's probably where I would go. But obviously, I'm not sat in that car, so I don't know all the details.
Yeah, your place in a safety car.
Yeah. Did you like my comment before? He said I was in the safety car. I was like, hold my beer, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this. Yeah.
The problem
Yeah.
was you were driving with my beer.
Yeah, I stole it. Not having it today.
As we go 3 wide now, but a very decent 3 wide, as Tom there finally gets into the group.
Yeah, very mature driving there.
Yeah, he's been driving mature, but he has been collected too many times today, so he's really unlucky.
Yeah, he is, and I as I said at the start in the chat, he was my favourite today. So I mean, it's not over yet, but still, poor guy. He's been doing so well
After
during
saying
the
that,
entire race, really.
I'm sorry. After saying that, he was collected a few times, so I think his fast repair is used, and that's the reason he went into the pit now, pitted and went out. But you can see that he still missed like a second of speed if he's not in a slipstream and is on his own. Yeah, I'm sad to say. I think it's not the day of Tom Carroll today, and not for the win either. Jeremy is now back in P5. He's 5 seconds away from that group with the same amount, yeah, one older lap of tires, but maybe he can do something for the DSRT team then. But yeah, the rainbow and the the ugly livery you found on the IndyCar, I think those guys are really doing a great job in front.
It's not an ugly livery. It's a beautiful livery. Just on the wrong car.
Yeah, we've seen some special liveries today. That's got to be said. And thank you, Matt, for that work on the DSRT livery. It looks awesome again.
Oh, thank you for mentioning it. No problem at all. But mentioning that, I have a really interesting livery to make up soon. It's going to be very fun. I don't know if you guys have been checking the F1 chat today, but I have a very fun paint job to make for Tom. She's going to be sporting in the near future.
Okay.
Any suggestions to embarrass him as much as possible, but keeping it safe for work, are welcome.
Okay.
So far we've got God knows of the name. I don't know the names of the things, but the sparkly one, whatever it's called, from My Little Pony, that's going on the car for sure.
Oh my god. Well, it would have suited this race with the rainbows and the M&Ms.
It would have fitted.
Yeah, easily.
We can do a little bit of wordplay like Tom Carrot.
Just make it just bright orange, the whole thing, and then just a green wing.
As we see another one that's done. He's going for the pits now, so let's keep an eye out for his pit time.
Oh, well.
And I can give you a little bit of hint.
But we need to start. Sorry, but we need to start to do some calculations for the last stint because it's 40 laps to go, guys. It went by so fast.
Tom Carroll just had a very near brush with the entry of the pit lane. He's okay though. I've got a little bit of insider information for you coming here, so I'll give you some info on his state of his fast repair.
Yeah, if you got it, this is the time to use it. If you still Or
So he has no fast repair. He's gone for full fuel and 4 tires.
Yeah, and I
So
think
that is correct what you said before. That's where the damage is. He can't clean his car up, and he can't clean his visor either. I'm just watching his visor, and he's filthy. He obviously hasn't got his buttons set right, so he can't even see very well either. Yeah, he can't pull his tear off either. So not only has he got damage, but he can't see very well either. Interesting.
yeah, and bad news then for Jeremy, because he's now in the pit for over 1 minute.
Oh dear, that sounds like he's going for a full repair then. I wonder if he's going to go for a full charge at the end, like all out.
Yeah, it's lap 163, so it is. No, it's not possible. That's 37 laps is the maximum, as retarded quickest just said.
So yeah, I mean,
I think a few people need a little bit of fuel saving to make it to the end. Jaco is 16 laps now on this tire, so he needs to pit. Ruben needs to pit, and yeah, like these guys here, Daniel, Silas, and Alex. I think those are the guys. If they fuel save for 1 lap, they will make it. But the other guys, I think it was too early for them.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw my my hat in the ring here. I think that Jeremy is not going to repit. I think he's
going all in. Yeah.
He's going all in now. He's going to go all the way. He's the one person I know out of everyone on this grid that can save tires, and he can go all the way on those tires, and he will do. I guarantee that. So we're just going to see what everyone else does.
Yeah, he will extract the maximum out of that car, and knowing him, he's always so aggressive with strategy and the driving. So yeah, he will probably do that. More interesting, what will Jaco do? He pitted. Can you see his last lap pitted?
18 laps ago.
So he will not make it towards the end. So he needs a yellow, and that puts Silas, Daniel, and Alex in a very good position.
Yeah, those are the guys who will fight for the win, in my perspective. All the rest,
yeah,
no.
Ruben is on an absolute charge though, just lapping Tom, and he's actually behind this group front. He's trying to catch up to them. I think he can see them round the corner, but I don't think he's with any kind of slip at all.
Yeah, the problem is with Ruben, he's 23 laps on the tire. He needs to pit as well, so he will lose the lap against those guys.
But he can go really go all in on these tires.
That's right, yeah.
And I got another new fresh thing to talk to you about, and that's Juan, probably back in this commentary box. Hello?
Was someone okay, bro?
Yeah,
hello.
He's back.
It depends on what your definition of okay is, but yeah, you're here.
Oh, I sound like I'm fucking burning, but I don't know what happened to the router. I've done everything, seems now it's working, so hopefully
You don't
stay like this.
You don't need to put the chorizo into the internet port.
You know something? It's that small that the router doesn't even notice.
Doesn't detect anything inputted.
Yeah, I use my chorizo just to reset. You know that little tiny button to reset?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's where you put it in. But yeah, goddamn, finally it's working. As you see, Daniel saw you still doing some good racing with his partner Alex. P2, P3 at the moment. Jaco van der Plaat, P1. Great job by him, let me tell you. How many yellow have we had? Any more yellows?
Not too many, actually.
No, none. The last one was on lap 86, when I'm correct. Hello, Zwanimiro, by the way, in chat. How are you doing? And Jaco van der Plaat, yeah, we just talked about it. He is he needs to pit again. Like Ruben Solly in P5, he needs to pit again. Um, I think really it will go down to this group here. It's Alex, Daniel, and Silas. They will fight for the DSRT Michigan 400 winner trophy and 15 iRacing dollars in prize money. So I think the rest is way too far back, or yeah, they
Something
will.
must happen.
Yeah, they will not make it on the tires, in my perspective, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
but
think
we
that
will see.
anything
We'll
is
see.
possible.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Because they still have to. These rainbow cars have been so friendly all the way. Um,
One of them's
it
got
may,
to win.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
now the fight is on, and they will not be so friendly anymore. Imagine what happens if these two kill each other. Silas in that great livery will take the win. So many things that can happen, and
As fans of motorsport, we all know that it's very possible for an incident to completely change the way the race is, especially after watching Baku today. Sorry, not saying anything. But this, but no, the one small incident can completely change the order, and I don't know about the rule of wave rounds for lapped cars because I'm not a massive fan of Indy, but isn't it possible that Tom Carroll and Kevin Svemster and James Forsythe can all get back onto the lead lap?
If they are they are in front of the pace car when it comes out, they can get the lap back. If they're
Yeah,
not in front of the
so
pace car, they missed it.
so literally what we could end up with is a yellow, and then everyone's back on the same lap, and then it's just one big group of cars racing to the line. And you saw the first few laps of this; they will go back to that for the ending. So it literally is anything possible.
Yeah, definitely. As we see here, yeah, as we said, the rainbow cars B2, B3. What do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to go for like the full stint, or do you think they're going to go a little early and then just went to the end? Do you think they want to squeeze it out? Ooh, really close there. I think
yeah, that was
there might
close.
have been a little bit of contact. I'm not sure, but wow, that was close.
Yeah,
If
I think they actually touched. Yeah.
yeah, wow, that was really close. It's close to comfort,
You see,
but
now they start to
yeah.
brag. Now they start to fight a little bit. This is what we want to see with 25 laps to go. So now it's on. This is the moment. When do you want to pit? Go for the pit lane. Take those fresh tires. Calculate your fuel, and go all in and start. In the red corner we have Daniel. In the blue corner we have Alex, and Silas is like the referee who's waiting for both guys to go knockout, and he's just expressing all his
He's
happiness in one
yeah,
big moment.
he's also keeping the pressure on them. So
Yeah,
like they know that one small incident can cause him to just swing by, and he doesn't have to go past them yet. He can sit there for the next 20 laps just
yeah, of
chilling.
course. Observe and see where they put down the pedal, and how they pass each other. So this is all in your advantage in the end.
Yeah, he can do like a Castro Neves in Indy, basically the same move Castro Neves pulled.
Oh, that
No,
was a great one.
he can do actually the exact same thing, wait until the last laps, and then you've studied both of them for more than 100 laps, so you know perfectly what they're capable of doing and what they're capable of not doing. And you see if the pressure's going to get up the wind, you just make the move. But the pit should be coming real soon. Let's see if they both choose the same strategy or they try to try to do something different. But
I don't
as you
think
were
they're
saying,
going to pit.
look at that Silas trying to get. Oh, what do you mean trying to get? He he
He
passed
gets
both of
him.
them already.
Yeah.
He won right now. Good move, but we'll have to see what he does strategy wise, because that's where the race is going to be
Here they
decided.
go.
It's
Ooh.
Ruben Solly at this point and Tom Carroll coming in again. I don't know if maybe that Tom says it's over or something. I don't know. Didn't see how many laps he was out.
Doesn't
But
seem
yeah,
like he was out that long, but he is. He's not retiring. He's asking for tires. He
maybe
just
he
saw.
hopes on like a safety car or something. But now he's 2 laps down, so I think race over for Tom here.
Yeah, but he will finish
He's.
it. We never give up.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
7.2 seconds pit stop for Tom. So straight back out on track, and he's flat
Look
out.
at him weaving.
He is really going for the exit of here. I've never seen somebody come out the pits flat out like that. That was insane.
You really need to trust those new tires and that they are
Yeah.
fitted correctly, so you don't lose a tire when you drive out of the pits.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen that in Indy last week. My God, that was a dangerous one.
Yeah,
And he seems to be a following thing with Formula cars as well.
Oh.
Like,
He's
the blinking.
It's Daniel Solo who's sometimes blinking on track here at the the iRacing server or something. I think he's far away. And yeah, I know for a fact if somebody in front of you is blinking like that, it's really dangerous.
oh, it's so frightening. It's you know where the car is, but as soon as it's gone, it's like he could be inside of me or left or right. You don't know where he is, and it's a really
he could have slowed down, yeah.
yeah.
And I also think that simulation actually realizes the car's not there, so you don't get the slipstream anymore.
They are now falling behind a little bit to Silas, and Silas is facing its own line, but Daniel is like defending from Alex at this point, and they are, you know, the stability they've shown in the first part of the race. They kind of Silas here breaking the slipstream. They seem to kind of lost that moment as Jacco now enters the pit lane with a few laps to go. Here they go. And Silas, Daniel and Alex now P1, P2 and P3.
To be honest, I think, in my personal opinion, if I was Silas, I would actually go for the pit right now, because you're seeing that actually Daniel is actually defending from Alex. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think it would be the perfect moment to pit and let them fight each other, because at the end, that much fighting is going to make them lose a little bit of time. Maybe that's where you can get the advantage.
No, because they are 22 laps on the tire, and if you calculate, they will finish the race on these tires and fuel. If he now comes in, he will throw away his race.
Wait. Did you say they can finish now?
Those guys here in front, like I said, Silas, Daniel, and Alex, that's the guys they are fighting for the win at this moment. If they go in, they will throw away their race. They are 22 laps on the tire. You can drive 37. That means 15. So they will finish exactly at 200 then.
But then they need to be really careful and really good with the fuel saving, eh?
Yeah, but with Silas, I think Silas is the laughing third here because he drove like 15 laps behind those guys.
That's true.
And I think he fuel saved a lot there. Yeah, having that slipstream, lifting a little bit. So he can really go for the win here.
Well, let's see.
I do have one major point to make on that though. There is 3 cars further down the road from them, and they are catching them now. Not for position, but they are catching them, and they're catching them quite quickly because those guys have been weaving around quite a lot recently in the last few laps. That's causing their tires to overheat, and as Sebastian said in the chat, Ellis keeps the inside closed. It's overheating his tires. He is right. So they are using their tires right now. Whether he's been fuel saving or not, those tires are going to be hell in the closing laps. And there's 3 cars catching them up real quick.
Yeah, maybe he
6 cars
attacked a
on the
little
track.
bit too early. I think he attacked a little bit too early. He knows it might be quicker, but you know, wait for the last 10 or last 5 with that move. So
yeah, you're
you
right.
could be right. You could be right. Yeah.
But 6 cars in the same part of the track with a few laps to go, it doesn't matter if you're a lap down, you're going for it. So it's gonna be a little bit chaotic towards the end of the race, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're gonna have a really good fight, and as Sebastian was pointing out, closing the inside that much is eating a lot of the tire. So Silas has to be careful
Oh
now.
wow!
As you can see, they're both depending. But look at that! Tom Carroll on the outside, beating at the moment. Good fight here. We
So
have.
yeah, this is the group I was talking about. So this is Jeremy, Ruben, and Tom, and they are catching the guys ahead very quick.
10 laps to go, guys.
I think though I was thinking the group that we were watching was the group in front of these guys. It's not, is it?
I think it ain't.
This is just James, and then Kevin Zwemstra, and
Right.
then
Yep.
it's Tim and Jacco. He
So-
still did a good job being one lap behind, and now in P4 he did a hell of a job. It just was a little bit unfortunate with his pit stops and the yellows, but all in all he maximized the result for sure. Now he's a little bit under pressure from purple depth, and yeah, nothing they can do.
So how far behind is P4 from P3?
That's 26.8 seconds.
So they are miles ahead. Okay, fair enough. So the only threat they're going to have is for anybody they catch up, not from
Yeah.
catching them.
To be honest,
Yeah.
like I said, it's Silas, Alex, and Daniel who are fighting for the win. If a yellow flag will come out, I think Jacco has the best papers because he has fresher tires and everything, and he will be faster. Like the lap times, let me see, he is in the 32, and everybody else is in the 32.3, 0.4. He just did a 31.9. So if a yellow flag will come. Yeah, and there will be like a sprint race. I think Jacco has the best papers. If that's not the case, Silas, Alex, and Daniel will fight for the win here in the last 7 laps. The question is, did they fuel save enough? Did they not use too much from the tires here? So yeah, that will be exciting to see. But we have still 3 guys fighting for the win after almost 200 laps within 0.3 of a second.
So it seems like those 3 at the front are catching a back marker. I'm not sure who it is, but I saw the camera shake on the back straight. So there is somebody in front of them. I don't know how far ahead.
Yeah,
However,
there's a shake again.
Yeah. However, as I say, like the last...
That's Bronx sneezing.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
The thing is that the last 6 laps, those tires are going to be punished really badly. So possibility of the yellow is quite large right now.
Yeah, and you can see 195, and now they're going with the knife between their teeth. They're going all in.
And all 3 of those guys want the first.
Yeah.
Even though there's 2 teammates there, they all want first.
Well, let's see what happens at the end, because yeah, teammates, but it looks like the partnership is gonna disappear for the last 4 laps, because we're going on 196 in just a few seconds. Silas on first, Alex on second, Daniel on third. Let's see if Daniel can make the move to get on second, but either they're being patient or their tires are really fucked. Oh my god, look at that group. The 3 DSRT cars, Kevin Spencer and James,
Yeah,
all together
and
in
what
that
we've
pack.
just what we've just missed as well is a near huge accident between Tom and the guy. I can't tell who's in the silver car ahead. Is that James?
James, yeah.
Yeah. Tom actually rode up the back of James's car on the back straight.
Mation 1, thank you very much for the subscription. 9 months in a row, baby. Woohoo! DSRT baby has been born. Oh.
Oh, congratulations!
Congrats, mate.
Oh. What? What did I miss?
Yeah.
I've been offline for 1 week.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
going real close. Oh my God,
Whoa,
careful!
whoa,
This.
whoa, whoa.
Oh my God,
After that, I can
Almighty!
explain.
That was millimeters close between Alex and Silas. Silas is keeping the inside, and it looks like it's still going to keep that first position for now, but he's going to have the
Oh,
overspeed. Oh, he has to go on the apron. Alex Johnson looks like
no.
he's going to have enough speed to get it. Let's see. Silas getting back into the track, still side by side, but Silas is going to get the barrel of it right now. Alex getting again on the slipstream, but oh my God, he's weaving quite a bit, and this is getting really dangerous. Oh my God, they're being super close, side by side, and careful, because this is the white flag, and Daniel can take advantage of this, trying to go on the outside. Let's see if we can do the old switcheroo, but it looks like right now Alex Johnson has the upper hand. Daniel on the outside, but Silas is going to try to be on the middle lane. Oh my God, that was so close. We're going through checkered flag right now. It's side by side. Silas, no! They
It's
touch
gone.
it.
No.
No, and someone from DSRT also died, and it's going to be Alex Johnson taking the win. Oh my
Oh my
God, what an
God.
ending to the race.
So this will be so hard to judge for the stewards.
Jesus Christ.
I think
I
Siler
mean,
wasn't happy with that one, to be honest, but
my God, what happened in the last?
I mean, let's be honest. I kind of expected that, and I even mentioned it.
Yeah.
It was so close. Like that was unbelievably good racing. Let's be honest. How close they were racing for so long, and not hitting each other into the wall. I think something was bound to happen.
yeah, I think so as well. Here we have the replay again. It's really Silas here in the inside line for the last lap then. And like Juan said, an amazing commentary by him at that point. It's Alex Johnson who takes then the lead, but in the slipstream he tries to fight back. But I'm really, wondering. I'll take another camera position here. Jesus
he did
Christ.
let him live. He stayed in line, and I think Alex went to the outside, and
Turned a little bit in there.
Yeah, that was actually the inside car from my view. I think his tires were so worn that he just progressed up the hill. There was nothing he could hold on to anymore, and that's unfortunately that's just the way it happens with running your tires that long.
Yeah.
wow, what an exciting end.
Well, we have to see what the marshals think about this finish. Yeah, to be honest, everything can happen when the white flag is out. Alex Johnson. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sorry for that. But congratulations with winning the 2021 DSRT Michigan 400.
First professional win.
Yeah, provisional win at this point. We have to see what the stewards of the day will say about that, and they will decide whether he will win or not. And for the rest, yeah. And DSLT baby was born. 9 months in a row. That's why DSLT baby was born. So he doesn't actually had a baby.
Oh, Guru, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but this is going to get toasty in here for the interviews.
Yeah, it's really busy.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Everyone wants to have a chat.
Yeah,
Let's get them all in.
I will leave you to do it. GT Matt, GT Guru. My God, can you hear me talking nonsense?
Nonsense.
Nonsense. I want to thank you both for the opportunity to do the commentary again, and I will let you guys do the interviews with. Let me see, Tom Carroll, Alex Johnson, Daniel Solo, Tim Rutten, and Silas. So keep each other alive, and I will see you next year.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Take care, Cracker. Thank you very much for your help. And just before anybody starts talking in here, we are on stream, we are live, so keep it clean and one person at a time. And when you're asked by Guru, please.
Yeah, guys, welcome to the live stream here. To be honest, in the last lap, Alex, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so maybe you can pronounce it for me.
Johnson.
Johnson. Okay, Alex Johnson won the race here, but it was a very narrow fight there with Silas and everything. I hope that you guys keep it clean, but my question is, was it fair racing to Silas is the question. And yeah, Alex, a great job doing that. But yeah, it looks so amazing, that finish here. Yeah, can you tell us, Silas? I don't know if you're there.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here.
Yeah, you were there. Did you find it like how do you say it? Good?
Unfair? Yeah,
Un- un-
yeah. Yeah, I found it very good. Yeah, Alex tried to squeeze me a bit, and then Netco played a part in me being spun around, but it's all good. I mean, we tried to work together, and we were pretty sure of a 1, 2, 3 for the team. So that's I mean important as well.
Don't forget.
As-
So you're actually you're all three of you are in the team together, are you?
Yeah.
Ah, so that makes more sense how you were working together so well. That was unbelievable driving with so old tires. Like you guys were so close, and I actually said in the commentary before that it looked like there was going to be an incident with how long you run those tires.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
sorry. Eventually, they had 36 laps. Normally, they could do like 37. So we were thinking maybe some fuel saving and everything. But in the beginning, I said this group, Daniel, Silas, and Alex, they will fight for the win. Yeah, like GT Matt said, an amazing fight to the end. And I was just wondering if it was all clean for you guys. But yeah, you're all teammates and you find it good. So that's amazing to see. Yeah, Alex, you are the winner of the DSRT 400, the Michigan 400. Tell us a little bit about your race, mate.
Well, here's the thing. I'm the best, plain and simple. No, I'm joking.
Nothing like a bit of confidence, eh?
Nothing like a bit of Ricky Bobby there. No, but jokes aside.
Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Jokes aside, we had lots of fun there. Like me, Danny, James. I think us three signed up today. I did 10 minutes of practice, and then we just did it. But clearly, we worked well together, and I mean, we all had lots of fun. So all in all, super enjoyable.
So you say 10 minutes of practice, but I'm pretty sure you've done this before. You've done oval racing in IndyCar before, correct?
I've done a bit of the Lara Dash, if that counts. I haven't done much.
Okay.
I haven't done much oval racing in general. I've done some NASCAR, but other than that, I haven't only done the short races.
Okay, well that makes it even more impressive how well you guys drove today. I think, as I say, to finish that close together, and I know you say your teammates, but still, it's so chaos that race. Like right from the beginning, it was nuts.
Yeah, like some others in there, they were just going all over the place. So we just said together, like, yeah, let's fall back, let's play together, and let them crash each other out. And that's what they did. We didn't crash each other out until the last lap. And that's why we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, Jaco is also in the team, as well as James and Kevin.
So this is total news to me. So I didn't realize you guys are all in the team. That's fantastic for all four of you. I'm really happy for you guys that you showed that you can come in and disrupt DSRT. That's exactly what we want to see, a bit of competition.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely do this again. That was hella fun.
Yeah, then
really
stay
glad.
tuned.
Really glad.
Stay
Sorry,
tuned
Guru,
because
go
we have a lot of events like this. Yeah, in iRacing we are starting up some new things. Really enjoyable to see you guys drive. And we said in the beginning, those Rainbow guys, they are working with each other. They are really patient, and yeah, you proved it completely exactly on the point there in the end. So really nice job there. Last question to Alex from me is, what country are you from? Because I need to send you a trophy.
Oh, that's fancy. I'm from Sweden.
From
So
Sweden, okay. No,
not
that's
too
no
far
problem.
away.
No, that's no problem. We can do that. I will contact you with some details about your address if you want to give it, so I can send you the trophy. I think you saw it in the chat as well. And else not, I will send you the photo. The other one is Daniel. Daniel Solo, second place. yeah, how was your race?
No, we just basically just kept it clean and raced together and saved fuel. And again, what Alex said, it's what gave us a 1, 2, 3, 4. So went pretty well, I'd say.
I'm guessing you guys are really happy with the result. Obviously, echoing what Alex said, but it still seemed like one of you really wanted that win.
I mean, yeah, a win is a win. If you ain't first, you're last. So
Another Ricky Bobby quote.
yeah, that's
Shake and bake.
shake and bake.
And then we have Silas. Silas did a race in the IR18 with us, and we know. And the front I said, "Watch out for this guy. He's fast." Yeah, it was like the best finish I ever saw in yeah, like the IndyCar leagues that we do or events. So yeah, too bad you crashed there, but it was amazing. And thank you very much there. Do you have anything to say about your race, except that you are all yeah, P1 to P4?
No, it actually went fine. The beginning was just laying back and winning, just turning the laps, trying not to crash, and then somewhere around the halfway mark, I made a bit of a sketchy move on Jeremy, and I mean, I spun myself around because he hit me, but that was more on me than on him. And from there was just trying to fight back, and then I fought back, and then it was just trying to fuel save with the teammates and trying to save tires, just get to the end, and then we were like, okay, the last 10 laps it's going to be a bit of a free for all, of course, within reason, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun. I mean, it's my first real oval race, especially for 200 laps, and it was just very good fun. Way more fun than I expected it to be.
Really,
Yeah, good.
really glad you guys joined. And yeah, we're looking forward to having you back for sure. If we ever have anybody that beats the DSRT boys, we definitely want you back because it pushes our drivers to go even quicker. So yeah, great fun having you guys here, and thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for the event.
No problem. It's a yearly event. We have it every year. Last year, Jeremy won. This year, it's Alex. And then we have another guy here, Tim the Maniac Rotten in P5. So, Nether, tell us how was your race, mate?
Well, when it wasn't eventful, it was quite boring, but all fairness, I'm really happy with the result here, despite some little things which happened. For example, the incident going into the pits together with Jeremy and Thomas. That was a little bit scary. I actually smashed my car because of that, out of a bit of a yeah, scaring reaction.
Yeah, I noticed the chaos on the entry into the pit lane. It wasn't just yourself either. There was a lot of people having a bit of trouble with the entry. And yeah, I don't know whether it was down to practice or whether people are having trouble with their tires, but I did notice a few guys were having trouble getting slowed down for that line.
I think most of the guys were just trying to find a limit when it comes to the pit entry. I myself
Yeah.
nearly got myself a black flag for that one, but it was literally on the edge of that one. And other than that, yeah, I had one little spin during the race. That was because 2 people in front of me crashed, and out of reaction, I went to the apron with a little bit too much speed and lost the car.
Yeah, I remember noticing that. That was very unfortunate because I did see you did a very good job of avoiding the incident. But obviously that undulation from going from the banking onto the flat really kicks the arse end of that car around, doesn't it?
It caught me out by surprise at that point, but luckily for me, the tires were good enough to continue and do pretty much the entire fuel stint there. So I was happy that they kept it on, that I kept it on the black stuff for the rest of the race. And yeah, after the last pit stop, I realized I underfueled the car. So I pretty much had to run about 90% throttle for the entirety of that last stint, and came stuttering over the line.
Oh, so you actually ran out just before the line, did you?
I actually did run out of fuel just before the line.
That's cutting it fine. That's really cutting it fine.
Yeah, it was, but unfortunately, it was because of the fuel. I was a bit too early in an earlier stop, probably, which, well, 100 laps later, that bit me in the butt, so to say.
Yeah, that's really too bad to hear then. But yeah, still a nice position in P5. So congratulations with that as well. Next guy we have here is our own DSRT driver, Tom Carroll, Impulse. How are you doing, mate?
Tom, what happened? You were my favourite.
Yeah, it's kind of the race that could have or should have been, should I say? Was
Absolutely,
in
yeah.
that top group for a while. It was great in that first stint, and was managing sort of the fuel, the tires, the best way possible. And then came into the pits the first time. I still need to see this with Seb. Sorry if I ended up wrecking Seb's race, but all I know was Seb came right across me, and I lost it there. So I lost a good few seconds to the lead group. No damage at the time, so I was thinking just get my head down, get back on with it. And then obviously got involved, a little bit of contact with somebody, I don't know who, which brought out a caution. That took my fast repair away, and then obviously the contact with Jeremy was unfortunate. We were running in a good pace. We were prone to try and catch the guys, and yeah, it just didn't happen. At that point, I was 25 k's down on the straights and just trying to nurse the car back home. So yeah,
Yeah,
happy with
I
top
could see
10,
the
but
damage. Yeah, I could see the damage on it. We did say this, that it seemed like you were down on power, definitely. But it was very chaotic, and I obviously, with me wanting you to get to the front all the way round, I was noticing you were having a lot of bad luck. It's very unfortunate, and I know how it feels. I can hear the disappointment in your voice, because I do think that you had a real contention for the win.
yeah, definitely at the first stint, I was thinking, just play it smart and see what happens. Obviously, at that point, there's still like 160, 170 laps left of the race, so just trying to play it smart at that first stint. Keep out of cautions. There was a couple of scary incidents in the first sort of 30, 40 laps, and I was just trying to, keep my nose clean, and that was working well for me. But at that point, it was just the race that could have been. I'm a little disappointed, but still happy to be inside the top 10. It was still a pretty good result. Was able to help, bring Ruben up, and sadly, obviously, he ended up crashing out towards the end. But it was working with him at that point, so I always had something to do within the team and help out. So I was happy to do that.
Great. Thank you very much for joining the interview room as well, Tom.
Also,
Oh, that's
it's
always a
Alt.
pleasure, guys.
It's Alt T for your rip-off strip, by the way.
Oh, cheers! I didn't actually know I had the same rip-off shift the entire race. So
I
it was
noticed.
getting a bit unbearable towards the end of the race, not being able to see what was going on.
It looked
So,
like you had clouds across your screen.
honestly, at one point, I'm fairly confident that I could see more of the clouds or the dust on my screen than I could the actual racetrack. So, yeah, I'll bear that in mind for next time.
Next, we have the man who swears the most here in DSLT. Jeremy, welcome.
Yep. Especially tonight.
Especially tonight, I can imagine that. Yeah, last year's
Awesome.
winner, Jeremy, here in the interview room. Then this year P8. Yeah, with some mistakes, some incidents. Tell us a little bit about your experience today.
Beginning of the race was a bit. Well, beginning of the race actually okay. Like I was expecting a yellow lap 1 T1 to be honest. But like the first, I think it was 15 laps went actually okay. Then a couple of yellows happened behind me. No idea what happened with those. And then me, Impulse, and Netta were together and actually working together, trying to get away, possibly. Not really working. And yeah, then I broke myself.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Fuck's
I saw that unfold, and yeah, it wasn't nice, unfortunately. But
yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with myself.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's very frustrating, but as your previous experience has shown, you are one of the most experienced on Indy ovals. So it was mistakes, but at the end of the day, when you were driving and you weren't having those little incidents, you were really charging, like really quick. So take away the fact that you were definitely one of the faster ones there, and you were saving your tires still, even though you were one of the faster ones there. It
I wasn't
could have
even
been,
saving.
could have been, aren't they?
The thing was, I wasn't even saving tires. I was mostly just attacking.
Yeah, well, as we
I-
mentioned in the broadcast, you're one of the best out there for saving tires,
Mm.
even when you're not trying to save them. So
It's the
yeah.
thing. I'm using the sliding to actually make the corner when they are overheating. I'm letting them kind of just overheat and just deal with it.
Right, I got you. So you don't lose a lot of length out of the tires by doing that.
No. Because tire wear, the wear wise, you can maybe get 60 laps on them if you don't overheat them.
Right. So
So
how do
yeah.
you make them last so long then? If you're overheating them so much.
That's I think the smoothness in turning.
Ah, okay. Okay. So
the
it's
thing
more.
is
The
my-
slide's okay. Just control it to a nice smooth slide instead of trying to catch it.
And also my steering offset and the steering pinion, the steering ratio is different compared to the other guys.
Ah, right. We're getting some real good insider information for next year's.
But that's how I usually set up like IR18 DW12s in general. And yeah, what does help when you see like some other people like seesawing, or how you say it in English.
Yep,
with the
yep,
wheel.
seesawing, yep.
Yeah. If you compare that to me, like I'm a bit more careful with turning in, and also when I turn in, I don't correct. That's it for the corner. Only when it like really oversteers and really starts to drift, then I need to correct a bit. But otherwise, it's just one steering move, then that's it. That really helps with preserve these tires, not overheating them too much to a degree where you're just fucked.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
There's
Yeah.
some valuable information for the guys next year, and I do give you full commiserations for your race today, but better looks next time, I'm afraid.
Yeah, like the thing was because it was for Tom in like his first real like oval race, to say so, bigger one, and he was doing really fucking well. So
Can't help those swear words, can you?
I said he's the most swearing guy in
like
DSRT.
in this case, it's within. It has a meaning within the sentence.
Yeah.
That's the first for me as well. No, and the same for Ruben. Ruben was driving really well as well. He had a bit more issue with the tires. Same for Tom. So they needed to be a bit more in the high lane. But yeah, because I could keep the low line, they could get into my slipstream again. And oh yeah, that's basically why we were like up at the front when we were pitting. And the same when Ruben had his like off sync pit stop. Me and Tom helped him to get in front to at least gain a bit of time when he is entering the pit. Yeah, it didn't work out at the end, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously, Ruben's one of the youngest drivers out there. He's still got plenty to learn, but he is definitely quick. 100% definitely quick.
Yeah.
But obviously, unfortunately, something that he wouldn't want to talk about, I should imagine. But the entry into the corner under the apron that caused the first big one. That's something that I hope he learns from. Cause we were watching that, and yeah, that's how the first big one happened, I believe.
Okay,
Correct me if I'm wrong, Gary.
Something, but
No, that's correct. He was a little bit low below the apron. He came up, and I think, or he hit him, or it was a little bit of netcode. But that was the first incident that we had, and he could be careful with that.
I think Gabe said it was netcode.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I didn't. I think I said in the stream like I think it was netcode, but the marshal had to have to look in to that. But
Yeah,
still, he was below the
that's why
apron.
we're here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why we're here commentating, not in the
not
in the adjudicators room. So leave those guys to sort it out.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah,
Well,
the three marshals will go over it. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex won the race, then Daniel second, and Silas is third. All three from the
What
same
happened with
team.
Silas?
And the last lap, they hit each other there, and Alex took
Okay.
the win. You have to see it back. To be honest, I'm going to call it a day. It was a long stream anyway. It was a great stream. It was a great race. Yeah, Kiri, you set it all up, so you're now here. Thank you very much for organizing this race.
Yeah,
Um,
that's where I was going to go with that as well. Thank you very much for all your effort you put into this. You put in a massive amount of effort. I know you have. So we do appreciate your help. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will contact the winner then for the trophy. Kiri, you will do that for the prize money, I guess.
Yeah, I'll send those three the prize money.
Okay, then yeah, he's not here anymore. Both are gone. But yeah, I want to thank Cracker and Juan for the commentating, and also GT Matt. Thank you very much for joining in the middle of the stream because I had some technical issues here, and Juan wasn't there, and you stepped up as owner of the team as well. So thank you very much for joining.
No problem at all.
One last comment I want to make about the race.
Yeah.
One guy
Final
who
thoughts. Go for it.
yeah, like just when we were working together with I know Hawk of the Dog, sorry, but with Impulse and Ruben, one guy who actually helped a fucking lot during the race was Tim, with slipstreaming, helping each other. Like, damn.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
to hear.
Sorry, a bit out of the blue, but yeah.
I did hear one little note before the race, which was I'm not letting a DSRT driver win this. So I know his tactics was to sit with you for most of the race and then try and take it at the end.
Of course, he has the right to do that.
Well,
we would do the same
well,
to him. Come on.
Absolutely. I mean, he got his wish, but unfortunately, it wasn't him for him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, but of course, it would be the same if we were helping in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like,
it wouldn't be
between
racing if you
teammates.
didn't.
Yeah, even between teammates. Of course, I'm helping Ruben and Tom, but yeah, if it's the last 3 laps, yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Correct with that.
Thank you very much, Guru, for all your help today. And me and Kiri will get out of the way for you to finish the stream.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Alex, thank you very much for the follow as well. And for us now, yeah, it was a yearly event, 2021. Alex, congratulations with the win. We will sort the trophy for you out. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a really good night and hopefully see you in the next stream. And also next year for the new one, the Michigan 400 in 2022. But for then, we have a lot of things going on, like the ACC time trial. We are setting up some races in iRacing as well. So if you want to join, I will post the Discord link one more time. If you're in, stay in, keep the chat, make sure you assign your tags and everything. And for now, then, good night, and hopefully see you soon. Bye-bye.
Pedal to the metal.